what is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I could dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, us New Yorkers, we don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels. And he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy. And, you know, you got the Big Red Machine who wants to fight him. And Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's reason, you turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. Just,
Oh, shit.
Collapse with the kick.
That's what I'm saying. That's the way he didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick. It was the
He's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he
there
goes. Oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were in the table.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood.
Stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit. That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
What's going on, everybody? It is Wrestling with Knuckleheads, and it's your boy Toe Taz. We in the building. What's going on, everybody? Pimp, boy, I see you, player. I see you out in these streets, player. What's going on, Pimp? How's your day going? How's everybody else this day going? I know y'all seen Money in the Bank. I know y'all seen Forbidden Door. Kenny's in the building. Kenny, what's going on, player? I know y'all seen that Dynamite. I know y'all hearing the news that the WWE has taken Sasha Banks and Naomi off the internal roster. But me and Kenny did some news report, some deep dive, and we went into investigation mode, and they still on the website. So I don't know. I think this might be a ploy. I honestly think that every once in a while, they want to throw out Sasha Banks and Naomi's name just to keep them relevant. You know, just that way it's like, yo, if more people check on them, then maybe we could drag this out, because you never know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but there has been times where they fucked us over with some shit. You know what I'm saying? Every time we get our hopes up, they knock them down. You don't watch wrestling no more, Kenny? I feel you, bro. I feel you. Austin Theory is the Mr. in the Money in the Bank. He is the Mr. Money in the Bank. We're done for. Wrestling is over. They killed it for us. They're not bringing back Goldberg anytime soon, and we are depressed. Where is Goldberg? You stand there. How much did you drink, pimp? You still feeling the 4th of July? Come on, man. Shit, you gotta get it together, pimp. Come on, man. Don't fuck around with it, pimp. Do it expeditiously. You know what I'm saying? Shit, my man Pimp drank so much that the next morning he was like,
Why would you do this?
you know what I'm saying? But shit, man. Yo, did you guys? I know you Pimp. Did you catch Money in the Bank? I know Kenny was telling me about Money in the Bank earlier on Monday, but I got some opinions on it. Call me when my Lord and Savior Hulk Hogan comes back. I got you. I got you. I don't know how you walk into churches and don't melt, Kenny. That was for you anyway. But yeah, man, we got some news. So the Briscoe brothers have officially accepted the challenge of FTR. And FTR challenged the Briscoe brothers on Dynamite last night to a rematch at Death Before Dishonor, the Ring of Honor show. So, you know, they said that was a slobber knocker the first time around, you know what I'm saying? I'm here all week. But and if anybody didn't get the reference, that was a JR joke. He used to call wrestlers, you know, good matches, slobber knockers. Anyway, yeah, so they want to do a part 2 for Death and Dishonor. How do y'all feel about that? I personally have not seen the Briscoe brothers wrestle, so my opinion is invalid at the moment because I can't put FTRs in the match. It's probably gonna be a good match, but with, you know, the Briscoe brothers, I haven't seen them. People saying they're good. I haven't seen them. I don't know. So you know what I'm saying? This might have to be the first time I see them. I might have to check out their first match. You know, I might have to, you know, go into the interweb. I might have to go on the line and look them up and watch them on the line. You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch it. I heard it was decent. Are you a fan of Austin Theory winning Money in the Bank? No, I am not. Not the way he won. It seemed like, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, it seemed like they do the same shit over and over again. You know, it was cool the first time Edge did it when he, you know, so hold on, I gotta adjust myself real quick. Anyway, so little history lesson. New Year's Revolution. They're in Puerto Rico. Edge is Mr. Money in the Bank. He's also at the time wrestling Ric Flair for the Intercontinental title. He loses to Ric Flair by walking out of the match or disqualification. He gave, you know, it wasn't the Intercontinental title he wanted. He just wanted to fight Ric Flair. So match ends in no contest. Edge doesn't win. John Cena is in a Elimination Chamber match. Goes without saying, he won the Elimination Chamber match. After the Elimination Chamber match happens, Vince McMahon walks out, says that Edge is cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. Edge comes out, cashes in Money in the Bank briefcase, hits John Cena 2 times with the spear, and wins his first WWE Championship. Becomes the Ultimate Opportunist. Now, here's the thing. That happened, right? That was cool as shit. Unexpected, cool as shit. You see it coming. Then, fast forward. Seth Rollins, WrestleMania, versus Randy Orton. He loses to Randy Orton. Later on that night, during the match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins comes out. Let's go half of the pay-per-view again and watch it together. All right, Kenny. All right, I'm down for that. But yeah, so Seth Rollins comes out during a very opportunistic time and curb stomps Roman Reigns, becomes WWE champion. His first title, which is, they're saying, is one of the greatest cash-ins. That's, you know, the opinion is left to y'all. And then what else happened? There you go. Brock Lesnar loses his title match, I believe, against Roman Reigns. Later that night, in Money in the Bank, the same pay-per-view, later that night, he comes out and wins the Money in the Bank. And then Austin Theory starts the show with Bobby Lashley. Well, he doesn't start the show. It was like the second match. The show started with the women's Money in the Bank match. Austin Theory loses his match cleanly, There was no disqualification there, none, which I thought was going to happen because I don't see him beating Bobby Lashley. I'm happy Bobby Lashley went over. He's the champion now. He loses, and then out of nowhere, Adam Pearce, aka the Shawn Michael wannabe, introduces him as the 7th competitor for the Money in the Bank ladder match, or the 8th competitor. Yeah, the 8th competitor for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Now he comes out, and as soon as he walks out, I watched it the next day. I watched it on Sunday because they're the 8th competitor. There you go. I watched it on Sunday because I was watching the UFC, Adesanya versus Cannonier. That fight was, the rest of the pay-per-view was pretty dope. Anyway, so I watched it on Sunday, and you can ask my people. I just totally went cold turkey on them. I didn't speak to nobody. I didn't want nothing ruined. Liv Morgan winning the Money in the Bank was ruined for me because of Instagram. I went on there to check a message and the shit popped up. But anyway, as soon as he walked out, I was like, all right, Austin Theory is the Money in the Bank. It was almost like, bro, he has to win it now. It's pointless if he doesn't win it. And then he wins it. The match was good, but this is why you have people like Morrison and Ricochet and Kofi and Shelton Benjamin and, AJ Styles. This is why you have those type of people in this match, because they would have elevated the shit. The things they do off the ladders is crazy. It's crazy. They're not going to win anyway. Might as well put them in there. Well, anyway, match was decent. Austin Theory wins. And, it's true, Kenny. The UFC is fake. You got to be Conor McGregor to get a title shot. They don't even fight for real. Word. And then he becomes the Money in the Bank. Becomes the Money in the Bank winner. Now he's talking about right after SummerSlam, last man standing. He's going to cash it in. And on paper, that's a smart move. But how much do you want to bet that before he even gets a chance to cash that shit in, like he's walking down the aisle, Cena's probably going to interrupt him? Everybody's saying it's going to be Cena versus Theory at SummerSlam. I don't think so. SummerSlam's a big event. But I think Cena versus Theory might be for WrestleMania. Why? Think about this. If you're going to give Cena another shot at the title, you could do it against Austin Theory at WrestleMania. If you're going to have a reason for Theory versus Cena at WrestleMania, is because Cena cost Theory the Money in the Bank. That's a grudge match. One's fighting for the title. One's fighting for get back. You know what I'm saying? They can have that one. I'm not going to watch the match, but they could do that for WrestleMania. I see that because, Cena already said, I don't know when I'm going to come back. Blah, 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 blah. And SummerSlam is like 2 weeks away. So, I think they're going to keep the Theory and Bobby Lashley thing going. But the good news for Bobby Lashley is he's the United States champion. He's been the dominant babyface on Raw. I'm hoping that he keeps that going and that title actually means something now and it becomes like a main event spot or a highlighted spot on Raw. And they actually have people that go for it. And now you have a champion on Raw that can, at least represent Raw. And they had Walter on Raw to show him off for the Intercontinental title. Maybe they do the same thing with him on SmackDown because Roman Reigns is going to be coming very seldomly. And it would be dope to have the United States title being represented on Raw as the main title and the Intercontinental title being represented on SmackDown as the main title. And then every once in a while you have a guy that they push, that beats everybody else, that overshines everybody, and that looks like he can be the guy that takes out Roman Reigns. Because Roman Reigns, in all honesty, needs to be that guy that comes in every once in a while because he is now the final boss of the tournament. So you have to earn your way to Roman Reigns. And the less time he's defending the title against jabronis like Riddle or Sami Zayn or Rey Mysterio or Dominic Mysterio. Rey Mysterio's not a jabroni, don't get me wrong. But like people that they're just throwing at him. They're just throwing at him to fill a spot out for him to wrestle. It diminishes anything because it's like anybody can get a shot. But when you take him off the camera and he gets a shot every once in a while, he defends it every once in a while. It makes that title a little bit more important. Now it's like, hold on, wait, you got to earn that spot. He don't just come out for nobody. And as much as I would say I don't want to see fucking Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns again, right now Brock Lesnar's the only guy that I can see just walking up and getting a title shot. There's no one else that can do that. Bobby maybe, but Bobby's on Raw. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, everybody. We got the show in the building. What's going on, show?
Yo, I don't appreciate it when you lonely like this, so I'll show up from fucking work if I had to.
No,
Who's here?
I hear you, bro. Yo, listen, let me tell you something. I'm here giving a soliloquy of a lifetime, and you just interrupted. Nah.
My apologies. Can you teach me how to spell soliloquy?
Oh, yeah, of course. It's see you liloquy. Anyway. I don't think Bobby Lashley is, can go to SmackDown and get a title shot because he's on Raw. They would have to have Roman come to Raw and let Bobby interfere in there. You know what I'm saying? I highly doubt Theory will win the world title. I think Cena's going to interrupt. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think so, too. I think they're going to save Cena and Theory for WrestleMania, not for SummerSlam. I think SummerSlam's going to start the beef, the actual beef with Cena, maybe costing Theory the Money in the Bank or preventing him from getting it, to cash it in or some shit. But that's what I think. What do you think, Show?
I think they might be setting it up for WrestleMania. I don't know if they have time to set it up for SummerSlam. I don't know.
Yeah, SummerSlam is the 30th.
That's what I'm saying. They would have to start setting it up now, and unless they just gonna do it like they've been doing, where they don't give a shit, they just give us Asuka versus Becky with no announcement or nothing.
Yeah.
Or do like they try to do with Stone Cold and Brock. Like, yo, it doesn't make sense. Like, this is a big builder for John Cena. You just gonna build it up for a month?
It does. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But it would make sense if they did it for WrestleMania, because like, yo, you're pushing the shit out of Theory, and you want Theory. It's obvious you want Theory to be hopefully the next guy. So why not slow build that rivalry with Cena?
John Cena. John Cena's a mega star, bro. He's not a SummerSlam star.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, Cena's not gonna be there every day, so Theory can sit here and cut those promos on Cena without him being there. And then when Cena shows up, it's like, all right, now let's test. Let's see how good Theory is on the mic when he's here face to face. And then, then he could prove himself. You know what I'm saying?
They could kind of do like they did with Austin, where this guy was coming out every night just dissing him. Austin!
Yeah,
and dressing up as him, and Austin nowhere to be found. I mean, I'm gonna show up when it's time, but
Austin and Kevin Owens.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. So since Show's here, I know Show's so Money in the Bank. Let's go down. I want to talk about the women's ladder match and Liv Morgan. Let Theory win and lose it to Cena. Nah. So, one of the moderators is gonna have to kick this guy out of the chat. You kick this guy in the purple and yellow. Get him out of the chat. You can't. That's blasphemy.
Get the fuck out of here!
You know what I'm saying? I know Show likes that one.
But hold on, though.
In all honesty, Kenny, for real.
Why would you do this?
I don't think Cena should get that record, bro. I don't think Cena should get the record of the title. Kenny over here like, I'm not fucking leaving. Yeah, but I don't think Cena should get the record. That's just me personally. I don't think he should get the record, man. Ric Flair is a fucking decorated, distinguished wrestler. And I'm not saying that maybe you guys think of Cena that way down in the future and all other shit, but Ric Flair, Hogan, Sting, Bret Hart, these are like the pillars of our of our wrestling foundation growing up. You know, Dusty. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are people that we look forward to growing up. It's like if they turned around and said, "All right, Theory is now gonna have the WrestleMania fucking record. He's gonna go 22-0 at WrestleMania." It's like, yeah, okay, at that time, Theory might be the guy, but you're not the Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want. If anybody was gonna beat Flair's record, I wouldn't have wanted Triple H to do it either. But I think Triple H had the best shot. Or if Orton didn't yo, bro, I can't get over the fact that he just lazied the shit out of everything. But Orton could have been somebody that took, you know, Ric Flair's fucking spot. It's just something about Ric Flair being a pure wrestler and Hogan being the entertainer, the top guy, but the entertainer, where it's like fucking Hogan was the guy who held it the longest, but Ric Flair was the guy who held it the most. I think that should go without saying. Like, if Cena was gonna hold the record, it would probably be the longest in this time, and then have someone else be, you know, the record holder of the most titles. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, dude, another white guy. Name me someone of color that's been champion in the last 10 years besides Kofi Kingston. Like, you know, like, who's gonna beat the record? The first ever time we have someone of color winning the fucking title is Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley held it twice. Big E held it once. Kofi held it once. They're not winning 18 times. At the most, maybe 3 or 4 times for Bobby Lashley. That's it. Maybe twice for Big E. That's it. Kofi done left. Kofi's already out. Ray held it, what, twice? But he's done he's pretty much done. He's gonna retire pretty soon. They don't like giving diversity out. They don't like none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about color right now, in my opinion. I'm not talking about color. What I'm talking about is the level of which they were held at in the organization. You know what I'm saying? Like, Randy Orton's, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there was a guy that could have done it also, Jericho, you know, but Jericho held the record for the Intercontinental title. I think, if I'm not, does the Miz also share that? No, Jericho has 9, right? Yeah, Chris Jericho. All right, he still has it. Okay. All right, so Jericho, I think he has 9 championships, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see, where the fuck is Jericho? Chris Jericho. I'm looking at a list right now, so Chris Jericho. Wait, why is it? Is this of the time? Come on, man. Don't give me this shit, Riz. Well, all right. We're going with 9. Fuck it. We're going with 9. If you guys know better than me, then you tell me. But yeah. All right. So anyway, those are the guys I see happening. Like, Cena has everything else. He doesn't need that. He doesn't need that to define him. If he gets that, it's not going to hold as much water as if Ric Flair has the record. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ric Flair over here talking about the 16-time world champion. He holds his hat on that. He built his legendary career on that. You know what I'm saying? When he became a legend and wrestling in the elder years, he held that. Like, that was his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no one more proud of that than him. And, you know, I think Cena doesn't need it. He doesn't need that. But let's get to Money in the Bank. I want to talk to y'all about this before everybody else comes in, then we'll hear their opinions. But like I'm saying, so the women's Money in the Bank, and Kenny already called it the botch match. It was okay. Like, for what the women was doing, it got progressively better than the other years. You know, Raquel Gonzalez was doing her thing. when it came to showing off the strength and moving the ladders around. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's difficult for them to move the ladders around sometimes when they're in there. But she was doing her thing with that. She was too close to one side of the ladder when she was trying to deadlift both the girls. I think Shotzi and Becky. But that would have been a cool spot if she was in the right position. And I thought it was all right. The end. I'm happy they didn't do the shit where everybody's on the fucking ladder and somebody steals it. We don't need that shit. But I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised they gave it to Liv Morgan. She deserved to be taken serious and be put in a spot where she can, excel. She wins the Money in the Bank. And we're gonna fast forward. Because we're gonna keep this whole storyline going. We're gonna fast forward to Ronda Rousey and Natalya. You want to talk about trash, Kenny? There you go. Right there. That looked like if they said, let's practice this match one more time before we go out. All right, cool. And they didn't realize that one more time was the actual match. Like, I said this. If anyone else was out there with Natalya and they were trying to do those transitions and those little reversals and all other shit, it would have been phenomenal. But the timing, not of the reversal, but the timing of how fast it took. Like, they did shit so fast and so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 that it looked awkward. But half of the time it was hidden. Like, they were so close. Like Arnold, when he's in Pumping Iron, the original Pumping Iron, he's talking about how the little bodybuilders they pose and they scrunch up and you hide most of the muscles. But when you get a big bodybuilder, he extends and you get to see all of his deltoids and all the other shit and everything gets shown. Wow. It was like they were little bodybuilders. They were just hiding their shit together. And if you didn't see what they were trying to do in the beginning, you missed most of the shit. And then they moved so slow when they were doing things. It was like, yo, this could have been so much cooler if this was just polished more. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to put on a Jerry Lynn Lance Storm match. And I see that. And I appreciate that. But they didn't have the Jerry Lynn Lance Storm timing or trust going on doing that shit. So it was a little sloppy to me. It made no sense that Natalya had beaten the shit out of Ronda Rousey, put her in the sharpshooter. My bad. I had a fucking brain fart there. Put her in the sharpshooter, and then Ronda Rousey doesn't tap out, but then Ronda Rousey makes her tap out, or Ronda Rousey wins. And then Ronda Rousey's hurt, like she's like, oh, I can't walk, all this other shit. Like she just got beat the shit out of. And then Liv Morgan comes out, and she cashes in the bank, and I'm like, yo, are they really gonna ruin Liv Morgan's Money in the Bank like this? Don't do this shit to Liv Morgan. And then she puts her in the ankle lock. And I'm not gonna lie, when she put her in the ankle lock, I was like, all right, I don't think they're gonna ruin it. But that would have been the perfect spot for Liv Morgan to hit her move on Ronda, because Ronda was literally laying on the ropes. And Liv Morgan's move is that shit that where she does the face plant onto the rope, like off of the ropes. So like it would have been, it would have been amazing to just see that. Like ding ding ding, she runs up, boom, 1, 2, 3, awesome. Nope, she needed to be in ankle lock for 25 minutes. So she put her in ankle lock for 25 minutes. She didn't tap out. And, the art of the I could tap out right now is dead. Like, no one sells a fucking submission move like Shawn Michaels used to. When Shawn Michaels was in that ankle lock with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, and you see him like he's like hurt and he's about to tap and he's trying to make it to the ropes, so he makes it to the ropes, and everybody's screaming like, oh my God, he did it. And then Kurt Angle pulls him away, puts him in the thing, and he's like, fuck it, I can't do it no more. That art is gone. No one can sell a submission move anymore. And I do not appreciate that. But anyway, she did her best. And then she rolls up Ronda and wins. And at that moment, I was like, really? Natalya, the veteran that she is, didn't think to just roll up the Ronda? It was that easy? All right. Liv Morgan's the champion. I can't be mad at it. Ronda's no longer the champion. Fuck it. So Ronda's kneeling on the ground doing her thinking man pose in the middle of the ring. The ref comes out with the title. And Ronda, while she's still kneeling, pulls the title away from the ref. Liv Morgan is going ballistic. She's celebrating her ass off. She holds the title. She's trying to Hulk Hogan this shit, which I did not appreciate this shit at all. This made me go, no wonder Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 12 said, get this motherfucker out of my ring to the ref. Like when Shawn Michaels won the title, he pushed Bret Hart out of the ring. He told the ref, get that nigga out of my ring. Get him out of the ring. I get it, because it's like, yo, I'm the champion. It should be on me. Get him the fuck out of here. Someone should have did that to Ronda. Because Ronda held the title and it was all about her. She was like, oh my God. She was champion for like fucking, but she won at WrestleMania 4 months. Well, 3-4 months, depending on what you count, March or April, right? And she didn't really defend the shit like that. And then she's looking at her like, oh, I lost my baby. And then she doesn't hand it to Liv. She gives Liv a hug and says, you deserve it. But she moves the title behind the back like if to say, no, this shit is mine. You just the champion. Like, wait a minute. And then she gives the title to her and she walks out the ring and the camera's on Ronda. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, who won this title? Did Ronda win the title or did Liv Morgan win the title? Even my brother was like, yo, is Ronda done? Is this her goodbye? And that's like their subtle way of shining her to the sunset? Like, you know, what's going on here? Then you hear fucking Michael Cole talk about how Liv Morgan's sister is in the crowd behind him. And her mom is watching it on TV and all this other stuff. And you're like, all right, cool. We're going to get to see Liv Morgan's sister. Psych. Nope. Nope. We ain't going to see that. All right. So Liv Morgan's at least going to go celebrate with her sister because she's in the crowd. And if my family's in the crowd and I just won a title, I'm going to jump on like everybody else. We don't look at Liv Morgan until she's ready to go. And I was like, wow. Ronda Rousey, Hulk Hogan, the shit out of that. Now, if you don't understand what I'm saying, which I'm pretty sure most of you do, but if you don't understand what I'm saying, WrestleMania 6, Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior goes over on Hulk Hogan. He wins. He's the Intercontinental Champion and the World Heavyweight Champion. Hulk Hogan walks out of the ring, gets the title. He's climbing up the stairs. He's looking at it. He's like, fuck, I just lost. He goes in the ring. He hands the title to Ultimate Warrior. He gives him a hug. Lifts up his hand, does the little pose, he leaves. Ultimate Warrior spends the next 20 minutes swirling the title around his head, celebrating. There's fireworks everywhere and all the other shit. It's like, all right, yeah, Hogan did that thing, but it was like passing the torch. Hogan, for so many years, was running wild. He was the man. He was the main guy in the WWE. He was, had the company on his back, and they said, all right, Warrior, it's your turn. Do what you need to do. Passing of the torch. There's no way Ronda Rousey's passing the torch to Liv Morgan. There's no way that she did that. There was not significant enough for her to pass the torch to Liv Morgan. So this is what I mean by she Hulk Hogan the shit out of it. She tried to steal the spotlight from Liv Morgan. And now I'm hearing rumors that they're going to have Liv Morgan versus Ronda at SummerSlam, but they want to keep Ronda face, so Charlotte Flair might come back and it might be a 3-way. I'm saying, like, why can't you just fucking have a face versus a face? Like, are you afraid that people would hate Ronda so much that you need to have someone else there that people hate more than her in every match? Like, yo, get it. If she can't be a face, like, legitimately, get her out of here. Like, what? Like, really? What's going on? I'm happy Liv Morgan is the champion. I wish it would have happened in a better way. Like, I wish she would have did that to Natalya, and Natalya would have been able to be like, I'm going to give you your spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you your time to relish in the fact that you just became the champion. Ronda, I felt like stole that spotlight, yo, and it fucked Liv over, like just perception wise. What's going on, show? Welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
So I was talking about Liv Morgan beating Ronda Rousey for the title.
I hear you. I was about to disagree with you, but go ahead.
No, go ahead, disagree with me.
I felt
All
I
right, I'm gonna
understand
tell
what
you
you
why
mean.
you're wrong. Nah, fuck with
I,
you. Good.
I understand where you're coming from, where where
You fool.
she ruined that whole moment.
Yeah.
But I felt like they sufficed. Well, I don't want to use the wrong word wrong. I felt like they made up for it the next day. They gave her a whole segment. Hold the mic, hold the camera, go out there, pat her on her back, and congratulations. Go out there and do what you need to do. This is your moment. Go out there and talk to the crowd. I felt like they gave her a chance to do her thing the next day.
Yeah, but if they wrote that for her, they didn't help her out with the whole "this isn't for me, this is for you guys." That same shit that every other face that first wins the title, the same shit they always say. Like I would have rather if Liv Morgan came out and did some Snoop Dogg shit. On some, yo, I want to thank me for winning the Money in the Bank. I want to thank me for winning the SmackDown Women's Championship. I want to thank me for believing in myself when y'all didn't. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank me for beating up Ronda Rousey. Like some shit like that. Not if it wasn't for you guys having my back when I felt the lowest, I would not be here. So this title is for all of us. This women's championship is for every man, woman, child, dog, fish, tree, raccoon, squirrel, bird, other bird, chicken, raptor, everything, every organisms is for all of us. I'm tired of that shit.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
come out. Yo, listen, you really want to give me my spot as champion? I'm going to come out and I'm going to straight out be like, yo, I'm the fucking champion, and raise my hand up, smile, and walk the fuck out of there. That's it. That's all you need to know. I'm out here like I'm the champion now. Like when Roman came out, I was like, it's my yard now. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna be sexist, but I don't know if that fits with a female. You know, it's like Miss America, bro. They always got the same answer. And world peace. I think it's a female thing. It's
Nah. That's a perception. You know damn well if Charlotte Flair came up to you and said, "Come over here, motherfucker," you'd be like, "Ooh," you would be awesome.
Charlie, woohoo! You know that's my girl.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Don't act
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shit.
I'm divorced now. Fuck that. You divorced from? You divorced too? I know you just got married. Oh man. But yeah, like I said, I think she got her little moment. I mean, it wasn't on, but and she got her little shine too. Because I saw her a few times in the ring holding the title, crying. You know, a little tear, looking like Shawn Michaels in his knees. You know, looking at the title.
Oh, so it's alright because she got the whole 5 seconds of them showing her crying.
It's not alright. It's not alright. Let's put it like this: Shawn Michaels kicked out Bret Hart out the ring.
Yeah.
For
Shawn
no
Michaels like,
reason.
get this motherfucker out of here.
Word, I'm dying. I just got power slam. Get out.
Yo, I think the words he said that were happening were, "Get that motherfucker out of here."
Out of here. Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
Yeah. Get that motherfucker out of here.
Maybe Liv needed to step her game up. She the champ now. Yo, get that bitch out of here. Keep the camera. Yo, go to the cameraman and move it towards her. Keep the camera here, my dude. There's no champion over there.
Word. There's a loser over there.
Word, it's a loser. Look at my waist. Point the camera at the fucking waist. Bloop. See?
Fuck it. And then she should have came out on Monday and be like, "Who's the master?"
Yeah.
You know?
They gotta have me and Toe writing these stories, bro.
Word.
We got it.
Shit. What did you think of the women's Money in the Bank match? Because Kenny said it was botchamania. I thought it was
It was better than the men's to me.
I can see that.
Way better. And it was entertaining. Like, it was the first match to me, and I actually, it got the start. To me, it got the show started. Like, I was good. I was hooked. Like, there's sometimes that WWE starts slow, and then, like, it's not AEW. AEW will give you the best match first, give you better matches later. But now, I think WWE do it because they put in a good first match every time now. I don't know if you disagree with me.
So far, yeah, I get it, you know, but then
It ain't
again,
the
but
Brooklyn
you know,
Brawler
to
like
me,
before.
yeah, but the endings for most of these shits is fucked up anyway. I'm not too concerned about the matches. I'm more concerned about where they're going. Like they're doing this, so the shit is so predictable sometimes. It's like, yo, bro, like you're really gonna do what you did on Raw on Money in the Bank?
Can I defend WWE? Do you mind?
No, you cannot. But go ahead.
Bro, I've been doing fake entrances for 3 weeks, and I already ran out of things to do. You imagine doing a show? How many WrestleManias? How many
Oh,
SummerSlams? 55 years and
well,
not being repetitive?
first off,
That's
first off, Mr. Show Nuff Esquire. You know, you trying to defend the WWE. You came out with 4 entrances and you don't know what to do because you don't know but 4 wrestlers. You can't look up Chris Lee's fucking music and Kofi Kingston's music and Dr. Bailey Monroe's music. They don't exist. You
listen.
don't know the names of these wrestlers.
I know the same amount of wrestlers that Vince McMahon know. He know 4 people: Roman, Brock, Bill Goldberg, Ronda Rousey. That's it. And Charlotte, 5.
All
My bad.
right, you name 3 wrestlers.
3 wrestlers, 1 screamer, and a baker. Oh shit! Oh, that's a good one. He said you named 3 wrestlers.
Shit.
Oh,
But yeah, man, yo, Kenny came up on the channel, and the first message he put was that he's starting to get depressed that he's not seeing Goldberg. Show is speechless. Show is speechless.
I wish I could give you a hint. I wish I could give you a hint when you froze.
I froze. Okay, what I said was Kenny's first message in this show was that he's getting depressed that he can't see Goldberg.
What?
Yeah, he
I wouldn't Goldberg
wants
ever
Goldberg
again.
back. No, he wants
I
Goldberg
can't even
back.
enjoy
And
the
I got a
entrance
message.
no more, man.
Yo, I got a message from Lay, and this is a new segment, Lay's Hot Picks. His match of the week, believe it or not, is The Miz versus AJ Styles.
That was a good match.
Lay says the match of the week is The Miz versus AJ Styles, and the show of the week is Miz and Mrs. That's what Lay said.
I gotta watch.
I have the message to prove it. I just can't show it for copyright reasons. Word. So, word. Johnny 5 is in the building. My man sounding like Johnny 5 right here.
Yo, Toe. Quick question. Do you see when I mute myself?
No.
All right. So what I'll do is if I can't hear you, I'll turn my camera off. You'll have an eye so like that I won't leave you blank.
All right, cool. And there goes the man in the building right now. We got Lay in the
Oh,
building. What's
shit.
going on, Lay?
I knew he was gonna fuck you up after you said that. Go ahead, Lay.
Yeah. Yo.
Go to elbow.
So Lay, what you missed was Show came in with some breaking news, and he said that you said that your oh, you can't hear us? Can you hear us? He can't hear us. In that case, I'm gonna talk.
So Lay,
All right.
you start sign language, Lay, and I'll translate. Lay says the Miz is one of yo Lay sign language, and I got it. All right, so Lay is saying he loves the Miz, right? I see it. Say something else, Lay. The Miz. I don't think Lake can hear us, but
Nah, he can't
he'll
hear
figure
us.
it out. It's cool. He'll figure it out. I'm trying to figure out. Maybe his computer's not set up.
I don't know. Maybe it could be that he changed the output.
Let me turn this off, bro, so you won't hear it.
But yeah. All right. So we'll see what Lay thought about the women's Money in the Bank and Ronda Rousey losing to Liv Morgan. But
When you hear us, throw out the smoke signal. But go ahead, so.
Yeah. So while Lay's fixing his audio, we'll get back to this with Lay when he finally gets it. But the next match is Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory, if I can remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory had a decent match. I've said this plenty of times. I do not see Austin Theory going over Bobby Lashley clean. So I thought Bobby Lashley was going to win by disqualification, or he was going to lose because somebody interfered. Whether it be, but I thought Austin Theory was going to keep the title. Austin Theory lost the title to Bobby Lashley. And he lost it clean. You gonna say something, Show?
No. I was gonna tell you. I wonder if it would be messed up if Vince McMahon was the heel to break in, like give him the title, like over a win, like to get the win over John. I was thinking about John Cena because I don't feel Austin Theory should get a clean win over John Cena either. My bad. I'm just everywhere when you said that.
No, I don't think so either, because I don't see. The thing is, I don't see Austin Theory as big as they're trying to push him right now.
Me neither.
He's not. The character he's playing cannot be as big as the character they want him to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Miz works because he stopped that whole shit where I'm better than you and just became, one of the. Can you hear us now? Where he just became I wish I could change his shit.
Like before?
Yeah, where he was one of those guys like, I'm better than you, whatever. But then he just became a motherfucker that was like, nah. I'm just out here and I'm gonna do my thing, and his character changed in a way that a champion would be. You know what I'm saying? And Austin Theory is still that child, and we got to see him mature into that adult. If we could use that analogy right.
I know exactly what you mean. That you gotta be accepted for you, not for what other people want you to be.
Yeah. Show us that you're the fucking guy.
Exactly.
Stop telling me you're the guy. Show me that you're the fucking guy.
Word.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder.
Even though you don't like me, there's nothing you could do about it. I'm just good.
I'm inevitable.
Exactly. Snap.
Word. Let me see if I give a message to Lay. Talk real quick.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, I don't feel it's crazy because Theory reminds me. I'm trying to think of somebody that reminds me of Theory. Theory reminds me of Broski or whatever his name is. Like, I feel like that should be the level he should get to. Either Intercontinental champion or maybe a tag team champion with another heel. If they could link him up with another little asshole heel, it would be perfect. They could be champion heel, but I don't see him like carrying the company. I don't even see it in the future. Like with Roman, we hated him, we didn't accept him, but we saw what could be. If
you can hear us now?
Sorry.
All right, cool. Yeah.
So yeah, we could see what Roman could be, even though we wasn't accepting him. We see the hair, we see the look, we see the tats, we see he could be the Rock if he works out a little, and if he stops pushing. Yeah, we see that he's there. Like Roman is gonna be somebody great once he puts it together. But I don't see that with Theory, even if he gets bigger, like stronger.
You know what the crazy shit is? I'm gonna give you a little history lesson on Roman, Joe. And I don't know if people catch this, if people caught this or not, but during the Shield, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. No, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins were the tag team champions, right? And my brother was like, "Yo, Dean Ambrose is the guy that everybody wanted to be the he's supposed to be the next guy. Dean Ambrose is that good, like from the independents, and he came on and shit. And then CM Punk came along. He started challenging the Shield, and he challenged Rollins and Dean Ambrose. But when he challenged Roman Reigns, everyone was popping for that. Everybody was like, we want to see Roman versus CM Punk. Because for some reason, Roman was that big guy. He was the guy that stood out of the three. Like he was the different one out of them. Like they didn't want to see technical wrestler versus technical wrestler, technical wrestler versus technical wrestler. It was like, we want to see you go up against Roman because Roman's supposed to be the big dog in the Shield, right? And then when he fought CM Punk, he started getting that momentum. He started getting that push behind him. Like the fans were like, you know what? Roman may be as good as these other two guys. He may be the guy that we want to see in the future doing something. Because they already knew that at least Dean Ambrose was already established. And also at that time, Dean Ambrose was the United States champion for like 15 years and never defended it. So it was kind of like, you're not doing nothing with Dean Ambrose. You know what I'm saying? So then what happened was the WWE says, all right, cool, we'll back Roman. And they changed his eye color, they changed his attitude, they changed everything about him but what he wore. And the fans said, nah, you wearing makeup, that's not your face. You got heels on, you ain't that tall. Like they started seeing the Fugazi in it, and that's when they turned on Roman. And it didn't help that Cena came out and said that you're a fucking corporate, bootleg version of me and shit. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Randy? Fucked up Roman at that point. They came in organically and they changed him inorganically. And what helped him the most was when he came back organic.
Yeah.
And the lupus.
I honestly believe with that kind of deal is nobody wants to be told what to do in life. Nobody wants to be forced or who to like. So that's all that happened with Roman. You know what I mean? Like at the beginning, people were like, I like Roman because he's just being himself. That's Roman. Roman. Right at that point, he didn't talk. He didn't do anything crazy. He just wrestled. All of a sudden, he's the guy. I'm just the guy. You're like, not this shit. First of all, I don't know you had blue eyes. I thought they were brown. I must be bugging. Second of all, you're like, all of a sudden, you're in every main event where organically somebody else is getting over. Literally, somebody else is getting over organically. Like, D. Bryan was doing it. Punk was doing it. They were like, yeah, we're going for these guys. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Even the one that was over out of everybody was Dean Ambrose.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But,
because no matter what, Dean Ambrose didn't change.
Man loves his big men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, also, real quick, Jeff, I did not. Oh wait, Randy, I did not hear that comment. With Jordan Grace commented that Benoit won't fit in this generation of wrestling, and Chavo and Gail Kim got on her. To be honest with you, that's kind of stupid to say because Benoit is a generational, like he can fit in any generation of wrestling. If you can sit there and have a match with Kurt Angle, Bret Hart, fucking Jericho, Triple H, Psycho Sid, you can wrestle anyone.
Yeah, but the thing with Benoit is him, Jericho, Eddie, anybody like that, Dean Malenko. What they did back then is regular now.
Yeah,
is the way people wrestle now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he would definitely fit.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
GG, what's going on, GG? And also, if you think about it, Chris Benoit would be what Samoa Joe is now. Chris Benoit was the legitimate tough guy that went in there to wrestle. If you didn't have some balls and you wrestled. Yeah, yo, Lay, Jeff wants to know if you're going to be the next recruit of the Maxim male models.
It's funny. I wanted to touch on that, but I want to do it later. No, man, I don't think Max Dupree's going to sign me up. I think if you have a more rugged line, I appreciate the compliment, but if you have a more rugged line, then yeah, I'm like that. I'm like the guy for like the Marlboro Man kind of guy. I'm a functional fella there, but I appreciate it. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, all right. But I want to talk about that later, just because to me it was different.
Yeah, we definitely. Yeah. All right, so two things, Late. One, Show said that you messaged him in private and said that your match of the week was The Miz versus AJ Styles.
That's absolutely not right.
The show is not here.
I'm gonna make it very clear. I still feel that the match of the week is still Malachi and Buddy Matthews. But this week I saw Brody King versus Moxley, and that was just two guys beating out of each other.
Yeah,
and I appreciate it. It's good to see Brody put on that. You know what I mean? Like stock was raised by that.
yeah,
You know, but I also felt like they missed an opportunity to do an angle with Moxley and Malachi. They could have done something. Malachi comes out and goes, "Okay, I see you out there, but I want that."
yeah.
And if Malachi versus, so if you're gonna have the Black Boot Club versus
House
the
of
House of Black, count me in.
But
Buddy Murphy versus Cesaro.
Oh yeah,
Buddy Matthews versus Cesaro. Sign me up.
Yeah.
You don't even have to. Don't talk about it. Just make it happen.
Yeah, that's true. No, it's facts. But they're building an angle with Miro and Claudio. No, with Miro and Aleister Black. I'm sorry.
Oh, by the way, I want to see that too.
Yeah,
Claudio
no,
and Miro.
yeah, that was when they touched each other in that 4-way dance. I was like, yo, this is magic. They work together well.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one thing I touched on is my opinion of the women's ladder match and Liv Morgan cashing in the Money in the Bank on Ronda and how Ronda Hulk Hogan the shit out of that loss. She Hulk Hogan the shit out of that, like horrible. Let us know your opinion on that.
You know that first of all, I thought the match was okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was pretty good all around. I was surprised with Liv winning completely. I really sat there and said, "Oh shit! All right, you got something there." You know, throwing it out there when they did the men's, they completely fucked that up. But whatever, for the moment in time.
Yeah.
The pay-per-view was going okay for the moment in time, but I was just like, what shocked out of me is to cash in right away. For some reason, they do that with the women mostly.
Yes,
like they cash in. And I remember somebody told me, "Yo, does it remind you when Dean Ambrose cashed in?" I go, "Actually, it doesn't. Not at all, because Rollins and Reigns had a longer brutal match. Not that the ladies didn't have a brutal match, but nobody cared about the match.
Yeah,
everybody was waiting for a cash in. Like, yo, nobody wants to see these two wrestle. They're both boring. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it sucks because I like Natalya, but there's nothing there, man. You know what I'm saying? But I love the cash in. But yeah, Ronda doing what she did at the end, I was like, just leave. Why can't you just leave? Don't Bret Hart her like in that WrestleMania outside. Just leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You won.
Yeah, I equated it to WrestleMania 6. She tried to pull a Hulk Hogan where he held the title and gave it to him, hugged him, lifted his arm up, but she stood in the ring too fucking long. Yeah. She undersold the shit out of her congratulating Liv. One, I don't know why you need to congratulate Liv. You didn't have a match with her. Liv came in and pinned you. It was Money in the Bank. It wasn't an hour-long match like, yo, she proved she's better than me. She rolled you up.
It wasn't a classic.
Yeah. And which also in my head I was like, why didn't Natalya think to roll up fucking Ronda? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, she did everything else.
It is the most dangerous move in all of wrestling.
It is,
especially in the WWE.
Oh yeah.
You can win multiple championships in like an hour doing that. And in a whole show, you can win a 24/7 title 6 times.
Yeah. You don't even have to touch them. Just fucking roll them up.
Right. Yeah, I got a question for Late.
Yeah.
What's going on, Gigi?
Would you have preferred Natalya won?
Gigi's frozen.
Over Ronda, and right as she's celebrating, kissing the belt like Bret Hart, fucking Liv Morgan music hit, and she only gets 5 minutes?
No, I don't. You know what it is, man? Because if you're gonna do this whole thing when Natalya never touches that title again, then keep it going. You know what I mean? Keep it going 100%. But I prefer to see Ronda lose in any form or fashion. Like I was telling my boy Ron, my best friend, I was like, yo, listen, man, my favorite knockout of all time still is Ronda Rousey getting dropped by Holly Holmes.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that it was Ronda. It was just
I showed the Masvidal one happened like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
And I love that one, the knee, and
the
I
Ben
love the
Askren.
Michael Bisping knockout, and
Yeah,
oh yeah, the Gino thing over him getting knocked out with the uppercut by
yep,
thing. Love
yeah.
it, but it's something about her being faked up and being slick the bird when finally you put her with somebody that can strike, and you realize, yo, she sucked this whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yo,
and she
Lays.
was catching her. And you know what's funny? Another thing is, I think Liv Morgan, of course, has a personality for it. You know what I mean? And she's gonna make a great baby face in the sense of that. The only problem is she's gonna wrestle the same three women over and over again because they don't got nobody really for her to wrestle.
Yeah.
Especially with
This is true.
Sasha and Naomi leaving.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yo,
mean, unless Bailey comes back.
Lays.
If Bailey comes back, that's this Friday coming up. The Friday that's coming up. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then that's a whole different ball of wax. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. From what I'm hearing that they want to have Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam, but they're gonna bring back Charlotte Flair to win the title from Liv Morgan because they need a heel. They don't want to have Ronda turn heel for that match.
But yeah, but I thought Ronda's been a heel this whole time. Am I
No,
the only
she's
one that
just
sees
not
that?
getting over.
Am I the only one that sees that?
I honestly do not watch Ronda.
No, but from the highlights that I've seen,
No, yeah.
she seems like a heel.
She's not a heel. She's just horrible. She's literally horrible.
I think she's a heel.
Guys, so here's the thing with Ronda Rousey. She's arrogant. Like Natalia said in her promo, she's arrogant. And when someone is arrogant and plays that role on TV, it makes you a heel. The crowd doesn't cheer for you. You know what cheers for you? The sound effects that WWE decides to blast through their fucking speakers. And if it's not through the crowd, it's definitely on our television sets. Because every time we have somebody that goes to these WWE events, always say the same thing about Ronda Rousey. We booed. We were booing for her. We don't like her. Ronda Rousey really hasn't done anything for this women's division. Nobody can't go up against Ronda Rousey because, God forbid, we should have Ronda Rousey lose. To have the ultimate underdog, which is Liv Morgan, cashing in her money in the bank, which, you know what? I'm glad she did it, but I'm getting really tired of them cashing in the money in the bank the same night.
Yeah.
For the women's division, that is.
Yeah.
I would prefer to have it longer than less than 24 hours. But it was a moment to live for. Hey. And damn it, if I ain't going front, if Natty didn't win the belt, which we knew it wasn't going to happen, I will say this. I'm glad that Liv Morgan won the belt. On some real ass shit. I popped really hard for that shit. Even though she won by the most devastating move of all of pro wrestling and sports entertainment, which is a roll-up. It was a phenomenal roll-up because she kicked the bad knee. There was a technique to this, and then she just rolled her over. Ronda Rousey did not really sell that shit. And that hug at the end, I mean, I guess it shows good sportsmanship. I guess, we got to show that, Ronda's not a sore loser. That's what we're doing. And I don't think they need to bring back Charlotte for this shit.
Yeah.
Yo, she wasn't hugging fucking Holmes after she kicked her in the mouth.
You were.
Shit.
Yo, or Misha Tate. Yo, I was like, you're gonna have to kill Misha Tate. The way you have your anger on her, you had to kill Misha Tate. But anyway, yo, damn, I was just about to say something. I forgot.
My apologies. I always do that. Yo, while you figure it out, Lay, save that question for the sports. My bad. Say that question. The best, your favorite knockout. That's a good one. I think we need to speak about that.
You didn't feel like she was Hulk Hogan in that shit? I felt like it wasn't her showing good sport. I felt she was trying to take the spotlight, but they were trying to keep the spotlight on her. Like
that's the same thing I got. Same vibe I got. Like undermining her win.
Yeah, like some fucking sympathy shit.
I don't know. I don't want to think that way. I'm trying to not look that way. I want to look in the way of, you know what, hey, maybe this is the time where Ronda Rousey takes a little bit of a break and then definitely comes back, because she is just Ronda Rousey is terrible when it comes to the mic. She's not the total package, and to put the fucking championship on Ronda Rousey, not to say it's so much of an insult to the women's roster, but cut a good fucking promo.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like Ronda Rousey, the first time she came, her stardom helped out the women's division with the evolution and putting it like in the main event of WrestleMania and all that. But that can only carry you but so far, especially when your lack of talent is being hidden. When you're wrestling someone like Nia Jax, she's gonna beat your ass. When you're wrestling someone like Alexa Bliss, who can carry a match, or Sasha Banks or Bayley that can carry a match. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they did you a favor that first run, and that women's division of Stephanie McMahon, you know, they fed off of your name, but now you're hurting the division.
Absolutely. Yeah, agree.
That division fell off the minute your music hit in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. She's just
she can sell some moves. Right? She's not super green in the ring. We know she's green. She doesn't look super green in the ring. When she opens her mouth, you can tell she's super green.
Yeah.
But you were right. When she first came out, that first year run, right, prior to her deciding to start a family, she did something for the women's division. To have the baddest woman on the planet come join the WWE is a huge thing. But when you put a megastar there and you put her on the spotlight and she's fucking up on the spotlight, what does that really say about the rest of your women's division? That they're going to be the same exact way, because that's what you're telling us right now. You need somebody who's the total package. Charlotte Flair, she's the total package. Sasha Banks, she's the total package. Bayley, she's the total package. Becky Lynch is the total package. Alexa Bliss, total package. Lacey Evans can be a total package as well. Her promos are actually really good, and she can fight well in the ring. It's just her character lacks of character, because we don't know who she is.
Yeah, is she a Marine that's trying to dress like Lita? Is she like a victim that I don't know what may happen in this bitch this evening?
Right, exactly. Yeah. We went from the Southern Belle, right, character, which I think was doing absolutely wonderful for her. I don't see any reason for changing that. Then we got military Lacey Evans, right? Like you said, victim Lacey Evans.
She's dressing like Lita.
She was part of the Me Too movement.
Yeah. she's coming out to Sergeant Slaughter's music. You know?
And she's trying to beat Kurt Angle. If I see her drinking a glass of milk, that's Kurt Angle all the way.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. All right. We're going to go all America. You know? But we're still trying to find out who the fuck Lacey Evans is supposed to be. That's why she's not the total package just yet.
Yeah.
We don't know. She doesn't even know who she's supposed to be.
She's
so goddamn confused of like fucking flipping back and forth.
I mean, if she don't know, we definitely don't know.
What?
Word. What'd you say, Joe?
I said, is that the one that looked like Cammy from Street Fighter?
Yes, Lacey Evans, yeah.
What the fuck?
That's a good one. That's a good one. I didn't think of that one. It's a good one.
That's good. That's good. I want to cosplay as her, as Cammy.
Shit.
My internet's connection's fucking up on me today.
You still have a good connection for what I'm seeing. So to restream, you're still connected. Steve,
okay.
fuck with you.
Good.
Yeah. So all right, so I
I don't
mentioned
know. That's a lie. He fucked with me already.
yeah,
We
that's true.
digress.
Just a little bit, just a little. He just let you know he's here, but he's letting y'all he's letting y'all do your thing. But all right, so I spoke about the ladder match. Kenny in the chat said that he thought it was Botchamania. I only saw the botches
Yes.
from Shotsky, but I
Now,
didn't expect
a
anything
lot of
more
them
from her.
came. No, but that's the thing. A lot. I expected her to be. Yes, I expect her to throw herself no matter what. She throws herself to everything. She is a cannonball, right? She
No
came in like
velocity.
a wrecking ball. Let me tell you something
Yeah.
right now. There's a few things of Shotzi I fucking miss. One, I miss her wearing her helmet. Two, I miss her coming out in her fucking tank.
Yeah.
That was, oh my god, that was everything. Why would you take all of that away from her? I get the tank you want to take away, but let her keep her helmet. That was pretty badass and separated her from a lot of people besides just the green hair. That added to the character. Now, Shotzi tried to do some fucking Kofi Kingston and running up the ladder type shit. Or no, not Kofi, Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
And she just fucked that up.
Yeah.
She just her leg went right through that fucking ladder. Raquel Gonzalez didn't know how to hold a ladder.
But Liv Morgan did it right after. She's like, "This is how you do it, honey." That was funny though. That was funny.
Okay, not only do we have Shotzi running up the fucking ladder and completely missing, we have her. I think was it Natty that she had? Was it Natty? She had somebody on her shoulders. I think it could have even been Alexa Bliss, but they fucked up where she fell backwards onto the ladder, and then they both kind of fell awkwardly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She couldn't hold either couldn't hold the weight or she misplaced her footing. But that was just a mess. But a lot of this shit came from Shotzi and it showed. But it was still pretty fucking good. At towards the end, it was still pretty good to me.
Yeah.
You know what? The fuck it. Yep. This is the type of match we're gonna have, and so be it. But let's see what the ending is.
You know, I don't really blame them for having that type of match in a ladder match when at most these women have special matches once a year. Like they're not exposed to these ladder matches like the men are. Like Ricochet is on a ladder 24/7. Shotzi is barely on SmackDown until you need somebody to lose around her. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, all right, I get it. She's not really like this. She's baptism under fire. Mm-hmm. This is probably the first time she ever attempted to run up that ladder there. You know what I'm saying? Like you can tell Raquel did not practice that deadlift of the ladder with her when Shotzi and Becky were on both sides. She was standing too close to Becky. It was like that shit teeter-tottered it. Let it go and do something else because you didn't plan this shit out right. You spoke about the match, but you like they didn't have enough exposure. Like when I spoke to Lay and I said they didn't have the muscle endurance, but between Serena Deeb and Thunder Rosa, and he's like, well, they don't have matches longer than 10 minutes.
That's true.
That's true.
You have to get that repetition and like put it like this. Perfect example, right? Let's say in the house show, Seth and AJ. Every house show they have a match is 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Every house show, their match is 15 minutes. So if they have a match that's 10, they got a little something extra in the tank, so it don't matter. Oh, we're gonna do 10 now? I can do the 450 splash right now, baby. Or I can do the Phoenix, the Phoenix splash. I can throw something special in there in the next house match if we're only doing 10. Now these ladies get 7 minutes max. You tell them to put 20 in there, they also be like, yo, come when I'm hitting 9, my tank is going to be low. You know what I'm saying? And that's always been a problem when you see most women's matches. When the Evolution started and all that, they got those long matches. And when they did it, it proved that they could do it, and it was great and it was worth it. And for some reason, everything regressed. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It all regressed, and you're like, so you went up 100 steps and you decided to come back 1,000.
And
so if the match doesn't look clean, you know why.
And the crazy shit is like it went Women's Revolution. It regressed a little, and then they had the phenomenal match with Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair at WrestleMania, and it just completely fell off after that. It's like, how the fuck do you have a history-making match, which arguably was one of the best matches at that WrestleMania, and some people could put it up as top 10 matches of WrestleMania of all time, and then you don't do nothing with these women? Like, how much more do these women have to do for you to be like, you know what? They're wrestlers also. Let's give them, let's give them some real shit to do here.
And it's funny because now is you got Belair doing. She did what she did with Sasha, and then she did what she did with Becky, and you're like, what's the common denominator?
Bianca.
Like I remember I saw somebody post Becky versus Jade. I was like, that would be the most athletic match you'll ever see between two women in your life.
Yeah.
What was that?
Wait, me laughing or him Joe booing his camera?
I have no idea what she was doing.
I was touching my screen. My bad.
He was rubbing it for luck.
I mean, you scream.
Yeah, he was rubbing it for luck.
Yo, am I centered though? Because I can't see my phone, bro. I got the back camera on.
Move it to your left a little bit. There you go.
Now we can see your wheel as well.
Move it down
we get
just a little
by
bit.
something, we know what it is. Anyway, so yeah, you know what I mean?
There you go. Perfect.
Bianca's doing everything she can, but you can only do so much with the same 3 people.
Yeah,
you're like,
this is true.
Yeah, I've wrestled her 8 times this month.
Yeah.
That's it. It needs to rotate and not rotate within the same people, like rotate the whole fucking roster.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the
The
crazy
whole
thing
thing.
is the crazy thing is Gigi mentioned 5 or 6 women that were the total package. And you're showcasing one of them in Becky Lynch. And now Asuka, but like the rest of them, like you have superstars there.
The fact that Piper is not even on, for everybody else doesn't know it's Dewdrop, her real name, but that she's not even on TV is absolutely, because her and Bianca have had some solid matches.
Yes.
I'm going crazy, right? They've had solid matches. So
yes, they did.
All right. And yet you have at no point decided to make a feud of this. You've just made it like a spot match where they do something really cool, but the match is still good besides that spot. Or even not even in spite of the spot. You know what I'm saying? It's still a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I don't know how
Piper and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Was fucking amazing.
And I haven't even mentioned Rhea. Rhea's another good one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Had it not been for that Charlotte burial, you know what I'm saying? Even though and I wish she would have faced Belair, because that's another matchup that would have put him somewhere. And that was supposed to go all the way to SummerSlam until she got hurt. You know what I'm saying? I would have appreciated that at least. I go, at least there's a section of Raw that I'm going to enjoy.
Yeah.
No, but right now what they have her doing is they have her being a tag team with Nikki Ash.
Dewdrop, yeah.
And it's like, again, why are we putting 2 random people as a tag team? They don't look like a tag team. They don't act like a tag team. It's just we're just meshing. No, there's nothing. There's nothing except you have a cheerleader. That's what you have. You have a cheerleader on your corner. You have a superhero cheerleader on your corner. Or you have, what is Dewdrop's character? Another one. What is her character?
Is she gay?
Right. You're selling me superstars here, right? That's the whole fucking Vince McMahon. We're not wrestlers, we're superstars. Okay. What is the character? Because she's awesome in the ring. And you put somebody in there in the ring with her and give her time, she will give you time. I want to see Zelina Vega versus Alexa Bliss, and I want to see them have time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those 2 women, for their sizes, can show you some of the most fastest fucking wrestling for women and still have time to go through other things, because Zelina Vega with her fucking like lucha libre background.
Who's
if you give her time to show that, is dope.
Who's the Asian woman that was the UK champion, UK NXT champion, that she's on SmackDown now? Supposed to be like a comic book superhero.
Xia Li.
Xia Li. Why ain't they doing nothing with Xia Li?
Because she's
Xia
Asian.
Li,
Isn't she the savior?
because
She-
she's confused.
Yeah,
There,
like,
that's another superhero. We're building superheroes here and supervillains, right? So
I mean,
why is
everything's super villains,
Xia?
right?
I'm just saying, if we're going this route, why are we not having Xia Li versus Nikki Ash? All right, to see who's the superhero and villain. Fuck you. I'm the superhero. You're a supervillain. You're not a superhero. And then just go fucking
Loser
Chung
changes
Li on
gimmick.
her ass.
Loser changes gimmick. Man.
Word.
word.
You lose, you change your
Only
gimmick.
there could only be one. There could only be one.
Damn.
Mass versus mass matches,
There
gimmick
can only
versus
be
gimmick
one.
match.
Yeah.
GG.
That's
Yo,
it.
Weird thing.
Yeah,
GG, you
And
just put it together for me.
chances are Xia Li is gonna win. What? I'm just saying, but Xia Li has a better entrance, so therefore she will be the winner. Sorry, Nikki.
She does.
Go
She does.
back and be in the psychotic
cool.
Nikki.
But I don't know if you guys noticed this, but WWE's starting to put on more women's segment than AEW on show-to-show basis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When I see the highlights,
Yep.
I was like, oh, another woman's nice.
Yeah,
It's almost never good, but nice.
no, it's true. Show you wanted to ask Gigi a question. My bad, I interrupted.
Yeah, no, you good. I was letting you talk. She put it together for me. She's fucking Nikki Ash is the Hurricane Helms.
You just
That's
now
the
put
Hurricane. I
Yeah, but
just
Hurricane worked.
Oh, Molly Holly.
Molly
The
Holly.
Hurricane worked, though.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, he worked with Triple H.
No, he worked with The Rock.
he worked with anybody, bro.
Yeah.
Hurricane
Hurricane.
Helms. Yeah,
Hurricane.
yeah. There
I
you
love
go.
that.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, but Hurricane Helms had the charisma of The Rock, bro. Like he could be. He was a
funny.
news reporter. He's like, what's up with that? Yeah, that was
Yeah, he funny.
Yeah.
I love that thing where he comes out of the. He goes, "You've been in there the whole time. You saw The Rock, Strudel. You've been in there the whole time watching me. What's wrong with you, hamburger?"
And then he's like, yeah. He goes, the strudel. Then the Rock's like, oh!
And the best part,
from a place that has a ceiling, I'm like, he goes, I go, we all see the ceiling, Rock. You guys are both idiots. I used to love
and
it.
like not for nothing, and as the years go by, we see him in the Total Deletion with Matt Hardy.
Oh my
when
God.
Matt Hardy had the whole, it grows with him, and it still comes out every so often, no matter where he goes, and it's fucking amazing. Yo, he's dope as fuck. Like,
Yo,
at him, and
did y'all
he's
see when he tried to double choke slam
Hurricane
somebody?
type with him.
Yeah,
Yeah. In the Royal Rumble, he had a double
Both-
chin.
they both
Austin and
go.
Triple H.
you're awesome.
And it's funny because they reacted. They reacted
go.
like he hit him and they did the. Wait a minute.
Wait.
Why is
They both go.
this child holding my neck?
They both go.
It's like, you know this?
Where you go, buddy?
My man had the
They
brush with the
realized-
boot.
That was like, this isn't Kane.
Yeah.
Who this?
Word.
And he sold it perfect because he grabbed both of them and then went on his tippy toes because you know how they do the tippy toes and that again. He's like, ah! And he's like,
Oh, beautiful.
why ain't that?
Right?
Oh,
Imagine this
shit.
work and all of a sudden, one by the ponytail, the other one by the cape, and it just launch him out.
Yeah, he went
By the way, side
flying.
note, Jason, I do remember 3 count, and I remember when he left it, it was probably the best thing he ever did because that's when he started doing the vertebraker, or
Yeah.
as we all know it, but why Homicide made it very popular, we call it the Gringo Killer, which I absolutely love that name. And I used to, the first time he did it, and I heard Dan West go, the Gringo Killer, I was like, yo, please keep doing that. Keep ending your
Word.
matches with that. Oh, by the way, fun fact that when I was in PR, there was a bench by the fort, and it said "Gringos Go Home." I think that was my favorite picture that took.
Wow.
It was hilarious,
Nice.
bro. Hilarious.
Nice.
It's a little one.
No.
Yeah, but yeah,
Then-
3 count. I remember them. I remember the Young Dragons,
Oh yeah,
the one that Jamie Noble was part of. He was an Asian.
yeah. That was funny.
Anyway, I digress.
I used to know the actual theme music for 3 count.
Oh my
You remember
God,
that?
yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3. Oh man,
Remember when
I
they had
used to
those
be
like
my shit.
those green platforms that they would
Yep.
stand on?
Yeah, they
I'm
try to
like,
sing and shit. You see them lip singing. Like, you know damn well none of these motherfuckers could sing.
yeah. I remember when I thought when I first saw them, I thought Evan Courageous would be the standout.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden I saw Hurricane and I was like, yeah, that's it. You're not going to be the standout.
Yeah.
Especially the way he wrestled. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yo, charisma can overshadow talent in
No, but
wrestling
luckily
easy.
for Helms, he had both. He could
Oh yeah.
he could wrestle. I remember when he was a douchebag in WWE when he was cruiserweight champion.
Yep.
Still got over. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I don't. His character was just an asshole. It wasn't like anything else.
Yeah, it was but yeah, but I was confusing him a little bit with X-Pac because I was gonna say with Just Incredible, but that was
Oh,
something else.
that's another one. I used to love Vampiro's theme. I used to love Vampiro, period. But that's because I had the opportunity to see him in Mexico and Triple I and all that. I've seen
Yeah.
him there. Then when I saw him in WCW, I was like, oh my God, this mysterious man. I go, wait, I know who that is. Are you guys not watch anything? But it's funny. You see the luchadors and you don't have the decency to find out where they're from. Like,
Yeah.
there's a history to them, but
Yeah.
folks. You know what I'm saying?
Mike Tenay knew all that shit, but I still hated his ass. I didn't like his face.
When he said it, he came off like a douche.
Yeah.
Like he said it in a way of, oh, you should know this. No.
Yeah. And
No,
then
I know the NWO. This is all I know. This is my life. I buy the shirts. I do Too Sweet. This is all I know.
Yeah. And then when he had an interview with somebody, if somebody like Scott Steiner was like, yo, you asked me a stupid question. He's standing face to face with Scott Steiner. It's like, bro, you're an announcer. First off, you're an out of shape announcer that's like 80 years old. Why are you stepping to this man? I have to believe that he could fuck up Goldberg and Psycho Sid.
Well, that means
If you're gonna
do
punk
that
out
too.
Scott Steiner, no, but if you're gonna punk out Scott Steiner, my man, the imagination's gone. Mean Gene did it on some. I know Hulk Hogan, nigga. Like Mean Gene did it on some. I got some pull here. Like you don't want to fuck with me.
Mean Gene goes, I got
I
somebody
get
that'll
Vin-
break your legs. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah. It's like Mean Gene's on some. I get McMahon drunk every day. Don't touch me. Yeah.
Hey, Jim Cornette was a gangster, B, and he looked like a geek. So it's not about the looks.
I don't know. Well, listen.
I enjoyed the fact that you used the word was.
Well,
He ain't shit
I haven't
now.
seen him do anything.
He ain't shit now. And he hasn't
Slapped
been
the
shit
shit out
for
of
a really
Santino.
fucking long time. Listen, you gotta appreciate Cornette for the shit that he, influenced in wrestling. But a lot of his opinions are just pure shit.
Yeah.
Like
I think
it's Cornette.
Yeah.
I
don't think his opinions are real. I think he's still in the old school shock and awe wrestling where he says something and people start talking about him, and that's how you stay in the mainstream. Like if I wanted this show to get popular, I could say something that's mad controversial and not give a fuck about it. But my thing is, I want to be authentic. I don't want to just say shit to try to get viewers. You know what I'm saying? Even though I did say some controversial shit and it didn't help, but fuck it. One day it will happen. Just like I'll get, me and Sasha will finally be together. One day it will happen.
Here we go again.
One day, baby. That's gonna be your fucking Laura from Steve Urkel.
Yeah,
you
man.
gonna be forever.
It's gonna be Dolph Ziggler. It should have been me.
Oh man.
No, that makes complete sense right now. It should have been me. Oh man. It's just one more chance. Just one more chance. You start flipping it from fucking Dolph Ziggler to Christian Cage. Just one more match. One more time. Which, by the way, to completely like just skip his promo on Dynamite. Did you guys see Dynamite? Please tell me. Yes?
I saw it.
His promo was fucking awesome. How he told Matt Hardy, he was like, "You need to stop. You're making yourself look like you're that Jeff is the sober one, or your brother's the sober one."
Yeah.
Bro, Not
Yeah.
once, but twice of mentioning shit like that. Bruh. I was like, oh, that felt good. That was crazy. And then we got Luchasaurus here with the black mask, black hair, still green tongue. You know,
Yeah.
we
But-
all learned from Malachi Black that it's, slowly takes over you.
Yes. But some Luchasaurus is doing what Kenny wanted Nikki Ash to do. Completely change the look if you're gonna be a bad guy. But I'm digging that Luchasaurus is acting more serious now. And Christian is on some look, Edge, this is how you become rated R. This is how you push the envelope when you fucking speak, Edge. I was in the Brood too. I'm waiting for that
3
one.
months.
Yeah, I was
Listen.
waiting for that one.
It also could have been like, Edge, this one is for you, bro, but this is also for me. Because since Matt fucked Lita, so he's like, I'm gonna get a dig for you, but it's also for me to show you how good I am. I can get away with this shit. You
Word.
can't.
Word.
Yo, what if Edge, by any chance, makes his way to AEW? Not anytime soon. You think he will completely finish his career in WWE? Or well, he might dibble dabble in AEW.
I wish it was a WWE lifer,
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like a Derek Jeter, an original.
I think we got a better chance of AJ going to AEW than Edge.
Who?
Oh, absolutely.
Styles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm still kind of waiting for the day that Kevin Owens reunites with them.
If it didn't happen yet,
Never say never. Now with Kevin Owens. Okay. Not just yet.
Yeah.
Not just yet.
Yo, write your question again, Jack. My bad. So many people came in there.
This is Elias.
The natural born talent. I've always said to me the best one that could have been out of that is Sean O'Hare, but they fucked that up.
Yeah.
Great gimmick though. Great gimmick.
Yeah. So let's see that happened, and Wardlow being the new TNT champion. I'm okay with this. I'm all right with that.
Something?
The natural step to that.
But something? I'm okay with it too. But I'm gonna do this one for Kenny because me and Kenny agree on this. You have successfully 100% wasted all of our time ever hoping for fucking Scorpio Sky to be serious.
Absolutely.
You literally ruined Scorpio Sky. You WWE'd the shit out of Scorpio Sky. And it just so happens he's one of your black wrestlers. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, I like Wardlow, but
Scorpion Sky could have held that title and made that shit prestigious.
Absolutely.
Wait a minute, isn't Khan Indian?
That don't mean shit.
Oh, I thought he was a minority like us.
That don't mean shit, Joe.
Money talks, culture walks.
Yeah, bro. I mean, listen, man. It don't matter who's driving the fucking train if it's going in the same direction. It's going in the same direction.
No, Tony Khan is green. All right, that's who he is. All right, he's Indian. No, he's money. That's what he is. He follows the money. That's him. But fuck that. And he really needs to lay off on fucking hugging people. It's getting a little creepy after a while. Watching every fucking.
He's looking like -1 out there. He's looking like a little child.
-1.
Yeah, I get it, but damn.
Okada's my favorite reaction. He's on some. You don't hug in Japan.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck is this?
We don't really hug in Japan. Get away from me. You're a strange, creepy little man.
Word. Listen, I understand the definition of a man is being skewed nowadays in the 2020s and shit, but shake the motherfucker's hand. That's how we greet. Shake his hand,
Or
give
at
him a
least,
little
or at least
squeeze.
check if you can hug him.
pound.
Don't
You know what
just
I'm
do it.
saying? Oh, you know, do
You're like,
the
yo,
little,
you
do
cool
the
with hugging?
pound and the little hug.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you cool with hugging? Otherwise than that, just don't, because you can tell.
Yo, my man is hugging them like it's fucking. Oh my god!
Christmas
I made
present.
a wrestler from Build a Wrestler. Let me hug him. My god, muscles.
Hey,
My
this my
god, what do you eat?
Yeah.
You know what, Tony? If you
My
ain't
new
off the coke and go to the
toy.
gym, you might look
Word.
a little bit like me.
Oh,
Stop
Word.
I
this.
miss you.
Stop the lines.
Yeah.
Go to the weight room. Go
Thank
ahead.
you
For
for
real.
coming.
I'll never forget this. I will never come back. Oh man.
How do you feel
Team Taz.
about AEW signing Toe to be the next member of Team Taz? We get sexy powerhouse and now we get goofy but fun. And why I gotta be the goofy one? Toe Nuff.
Funny, that's exactly who I would see Toe being. Taz. He will walk out just like him.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I've been
He's
known
a
to be a
guy.
suplex machine. You know,
Gotta get him a leather jacket.
Same style too.
word. I got a
He's
leather
gonna be,
jacket.
he's gonna be in Jacksonville, hot as shit on some.
Word.
Like,
No neck and everything.
Real? What?
That's it. That's why he came out with the towel, because it was hot as shit in that fucking leather. It has 90 degrees and you got leather, bro. You from Brooklyn, bro. You know better than that.
I know something like my man. I see him. I see some of those shows late night. I go, yo, I live in New York City. It's 94 degrees. What the fuck are you doing out there, bro?
Yeah, man. There's a look, and then there's like,
Shit off.
we get it.
Ass bastard.
Yeah, you're not the leather jacket, man. We know. Please take that shit off.
Yeah.
All right, so I think Jack want to know, shit. If you think Natalia needs a manager, and you see her going into the Hall of Fame.
I saw her. I think Natalia at this point needs to be a manager again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like find a Canadian tag team, because that's all they're gonna do with her.
Yeah.
Right? That you're gonna actually feature and let her be a manager for them. Okay? She can do that well. She did it well for the Heart Foundation when they came out. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like that we're trying to do with Tamina and the Usos, and they realized that doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think they need to successfully do what Arn Anderson tried to do to Cody Rhodes. Like, quit this shit and be serious. Because, like, you're a fucking heart. Why are you out here looking like an idiot?
I will say
That's
this:
amazing.
her match with Ronda Rousey was probably the most impressive match that I've seen since her match with Charlotte Flair in NXT. When Rick was by Charlotte's corner and Brett was by her corner for the women's title. That match between, if you have never seen a match between Natalia and Charlotte from NXT, do yourselves a favor and fucking watch that, because that was probably one of the most impressive matches that Natalia has put on, because they actually gave her time. They gave her time with Ronda Rousey, and it showed that, you know what, she is a technician. Like when it comes in the ring, she will fuck. The way she was able to block a lot of those holds, and the way she was able to sell, with Ronda Rousey. This is probably one of Ronda Rousey's best matches, because like it felt like Natty in a way put her through the ringer of like giving her time.
Yeah,
because it was one of her. It wasn't a bullshit ass match. I actually got some maneuvers and holds and reverses, and it was pretty decent.
It did feel like, though, in some parts where they were like, all right, let's run through this again. Because there were some parts where it was like, yo, you did that too fast, or like, that was too slow. Like,
yeah,
y'all didn't get this down right.
Points. There was a few points that I definitely felt the same exact way. And even when they ran it back, it looked good. You know, it didn't look sloppy the second time. Like Shotzi was just looking sloppy everywhere, but it's about correcting that.
Yeah.
And still being able to give a lengthy match. It was a lengthy match that we don't really get to see with Ronda Rousey. Like, it took Natty a minute before she was tapping out.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that. I can't stand when somebody, it doesn't matter, anybody that gets put in a submission hold and not even give the person a chance to reach back. They're already like, I'm like, come on, you're putting zero effort in trying to sell that.
Yeah, I was saying before you guys got on that the art of selling a submission is dead. Because like when Shawn Michaels did it with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, and he's like this, he gets the ropes, they pull him back, and then he taps. Like that's dead now. Everybody's just sitting there like, am I supposed to tap? No, let me get to the ropes. It's like an inconvenience now when they're in a fucking ankle lock.
It's been done
Right.
too many times. So I sent you a video of the same thing with Chris Benoit. That's how he beat Triple H. The crippled crossface. He pulled him from the rope 2 times.
Yeah, but that was his move though.
Yeah.
Yo, real quick, did you guys hear about Shotzi tweeting out that she was having like mental issues and personal issues before the match, and then hearing that she should be fired because of the botches was like taking her over the edge, and she deleted her Twitter or some shit?
No, but now you're saying that, it makes me. Did she delete her Twitter? Now you're making me look at it.
I know she deleted it for a time, like after Money in the Bank. I don't know if it's still deleted or not. But yeah, I was listening to a thing that she was like on Twitter. People were calling for her to be fired, and she's like, you know, she was going through some shit this year and blah 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 blah, and she knew she messed up. But for people to say that she should be fired for those mess ups, that it was throwing her over the edge, and then she just deleted her Twitter account.
So I believe she didn't delete it. What it looks like is that she disabled it.
Okay.
For a few, because she's still on there. But there's no tweets. There's nothing. Can't retweet tweets at this time. Please try again later. So right now it's like it's disabled.
Okay.
Like, so she has it off temporarily until this shit passes over. And it will. It really will. People just need to cannot do that. Like, just because someone says that they're sharing their mental illness doesn't mean that the people who are watching, right? You call yourselves fans. First thing you say, oh my God, it's because she has mental issues. It's because she's stressed out. She just tweeted. No, it doesn't work that way. When a person finally gets a chance to speak up about it, it means that they are okay to speak up about it. They're not going to speak up about it at that very moment when they're feeling this way. It took them an uber amounts of courage to actually put something in writing and to send it out to the world. Yeah. To say, hey, guess what? I go through this shit too. They're human. But I don't believe that she should get fired because she was Shotzi. Shotzi goes crazy. Shotzi maybe had too many ladders around her. Shotzi is actually better taking shots by chairs. Can't believe I'm saying it, but if you've seen most of her videos, she normally goes through chairs. Lots of chairs. And it's not an excuse, but there was just way too many ladders with way too many people. And I'm digging the fact that Liv Morgan went ahead and decided to just kind of springboard herself, just boop, and then kick Becky Lynch off to get cash in that title, cash in the Money in the Bank, or win it. Excuse me.
Chris is saying that Shotzi's father passed away. That's why she was on a break.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Okay. So I can see her still having those issues, trying to deal with that, especially as a wrestler. You don't get much time. You don't get much personal time to be going through all that shit.
No, but they gave her a massive amount of time.
In her defense, she is dealing with a ladder, like the announcer said. You got to deal with an unexpected object. You don't know how this is going to twist. There was a moment where she fell off the ladder and the ladder looked like it was twisting. It wasn't her. Like it was lopsided.
Yeah.
So,
no. Yeah. One of those ladders was all bent to shit.
Yeah.
This is for Kofi. Count.
Kofi has an issue with all the drawers, the cabinets. No, but yeah, I mean,
Oh shit.
I don't think Shotzi should be fired either. But like I said, how often do you see these women in a ladder match? Once a year, and there's different women in each one of these ladder matches. They're not gonna get used to this shit. Keep it simple, like you said. Shotzi's the one that's gonna try to do all this shit. Sometimes you miss, sometimes you hit. She just missed. You know?
Yeah.
No,
That's
but think about it. Which woman in that ladder match had the most experience?
Becky and Oscar. No, I would think they were in Becky and Oscar. They were in a few
right.
Money in the Bank.
And how many ladder matches have they been in?
Also, Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. Like
So
maybe
combined,
And Alexa
think about
Bliss.
how many ladder matches they've actually been in? All of them.
I don't think as many as the Dudleys versus the Hardys in ladder matches.
That's unfair.
I believe I don't know about a ladder match. I know that Alexa Bliss and Becky had a table match at one point for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So I know that but that was a while ago.
Yeah.
So recently, nothing.
The most experienced person in the men's ladder match was Sheamus.
Yeah.
I think Sheamus, right? I believe it's Sheamus. I forgot who was in that damn match. Just how much I didn't care about it. Oh no, it's Sheamus and or probably Seth Rollins.
Oh, in the Continental match, right?
Yeah,
In the Continental ladder match at
you know what I'm
WrestleMania.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's still a lot. So you're thinking here is look at the reps these guys have in it, right?
Yeah.
And then I would think when Sheamus has more ladder matches than you have to think about that.
No, yeah.
Nothing about Sheamus has ladder matches.
There are more ladder matches between the Dudleys and the Hardys at WrestleMania than there was women's ladder matches.
Most people have matches.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, yeah.
At one point, it was just like, let's do this again.
Yep.
So, yeah.
There needs to be more ladder matches. I want to say table matches as well, because I just want to see somebody go through a table. Hardcore matches, I don't think I am too fond of hardcore matches because their definition of hardcore and my definition of hardcore are totally two separate fucking definitions of a hardcore fucking wrestling match. Okay?
Yeah.
AEW gets more of hardcore matches for me when it comes to their women's division than WWE ever will. All right. Oh. And that's saying a lot because holy shit, I'm just saying Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, greatest feud in AEW's women's division. I digress. Yeah, Thunder Rosa team up with Toni Storm, and it was called Thunderstorm.
Yes, yeah. Thunderstorm.
Thunderstorm? Is that just what we had?
When they said that, the only thing that went through my head was "Fuck you, Thunder," like the Thunder song from fucking Teddy. Ted from Ted. That was the only thing that went through my head.
Oh,
Mark Wahlberg and a teddy bear screaming "Fuck you, Thunder."
You can suck my dick. I think that's what you want. You can suck my dick.
Yeah, let us know if you think Bryan Danielson is this era's Bret Hart. If that's the question, I think that's the question.
Ooh, that's good.
I was gonna disagree because I seen his video.
I think, but he's much better on the mic than Bret was.
Yeah,
he ain't no down.
But Bret wasn't. He was good, but he wasn't good on the mic like that.
Yeah, Bret was.
Owen was better on the mic than Bret.
He was good when he was a heel.
Yeah,
he got better when he was a heel because he was just saying what he felt.
Well, also he didn't like Shawn, so it was easy to fucking talk shit about Shawn.
My man, it's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah,
when you're doing what you want to do and you feel the way you're like, yo, it's perfect. It's no effort.
I'm gonna go on a limb and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna break down what I see Bret Hart and Bryan Danielson as. If you want to just talk about technical wrestling, maybe, but Bret Hart to me is a guy that goes out every match and has a different match. I've never seen Bret Hart have a match with anyone and go, this was by the numbers. Even when he couldn't wrestle, with Vince McMahon in that WrestleMania, and he smacked Vince McMahon 87 times with the chair, and you're like, yo, is this Passions of the Christ or is this WrestleMania? Like that was something that is like, this is different. Like you could see, like he had a match with Skinner that was on the top 50 Intercontinental fucking matches of all time. Like I don't see anyone being on that level of being able to put anyone over at any given time as Bret Hart would. Like that's the level of Bret Hart that I see when he wrestles. Bryan Danielson, as a technical wrestler, I can see him being on the level technical wise, but putting a match on like that with anyone you throw in there and giving them the best match of of the TNT run or whatever, I don't see that coming from Bryan Danielson. I feel like you need to push Bryan Danielson in order to get like Omega and Bryan Danielson was an awesome match, but Bryan Danielson and other, I can't name other ones like that was on that level. You know what I'm saying? Like you can name a few Bret Hart matches that weren't even main event style. Like he wasn't wrestling stars that you were like, yo, these are good matches. You know what I'm saying?
You've never seen them, the ones in RH, but him and Punk when they
I'm
did.
talking about AEW. I'm talking about AEW.
Punk when they were in Overdrive. I believe that's the pay-per-view, right?
Well, I was talking about like the AEW matches that he had.
Random stupid events.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Great Balls of
Fire.
Fire.
Over the Limit.
No, I think it was Overdrive too. WWE, they're stupid.
Yeah.
That was we're talking about now where he's at now?
Yeah, I was talking about AEW. Because this is a different because in WWE it was paint by numbers. I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna kick you in the chest 42 times and then kick you in the head. I'm gonna do this running knee, the running drop kick in the corner, and that's it. No, AEW, I see him having actual matches.
It came off like that ROH kind of thing, you know what I mean? They had that freedom to do their thing. He had a halfway decent match with John Cena, which is because of John Cena. It's not necessarily his fault. He's like, I don't blame him. Carry this piece of the whole match. So what do you want to do with it?
I don't blame. If Shawn Michaels can't do nothing for you,
before he left.
Yeah.
Him and AJ had a good match before.
But that shit wasn't that the kicking the ball shit? Didn't he kick AJ in the balls also?
I don't remember that part.
Bro, everybody kicked AJ in the balls.
Mostly Shinsuke.
Yeah, but I could have when you getting pulled over, show.
No, there's a cop in front of my house.
You good?
Shit.
Yeah, I'm good.
There's a cop in front of your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that normal? Like what?
Yeah, that's why I got that police reader. It's normal.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, stay black and proud. We just want to make sure you're good, homie.
I appreciate it.
Move the camera to your left a little bit, just in case if we got to see you get shot. There you go.
Right.
We got witnesses and shit. You're gonna see teeth and fireworks.
That's fucked up and funny.
That's so fucked up.
That's like a fucked up, funny ass. It's because you black moment. Got him. Yo.
Shit. Man. No, but yeah, man. Just to break it down, I think you could call him that, but I think Bret Hart deserves a lot more respect than just that, because Bret is one of those guys that you could sit there and go, my man can put on a match with anybody and it'll be totally different. Like I think if Bret Hart had a match with Moxley, I think you'll see some new shit from Moxley you ain't never seen.
Yeah. Agreed.
I don't like Moxley. I feel
like I could get the same thing from Eddie, for Benoit. I get the same thing from them, from the same thing with anybody. They can match with anybody and it'll look completely different. I've seen Benoit go from completely brawling.
Benoit with Moxley.
The same thing.
That's wild.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking Bret. Huge fan, grew up watching him, but he does get the respect. Best there is, best ever will be.
Yeah.
I mean, who hasn't called him that? You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's other people that can do it. And if you get to see Bryan's whole body of work, you're able to see a completely different thing. You can't base it on, has he been there for a year already?
Well, it's not based on only AEW. What I'm saying is like when you get because AEW is the most you're going to get from Bryan Danielson as like if for ROH. I say WWE, unless it's a special occasion like WrestleMania, you're getting a paint by numbers match. Like the Street Profits and the Usos, people say that was match of the night at Money in the Bank. To me, that shit started off way too fucking slow and then went straight into the numbers. It's just because the Usos know how to paint those numbers better than any other tag team out there in the WWE. It just looked great.
So what was your match of the night?
My match of the night? Shit.
And then there's a problem. You see? You're
Yeah.
like, I don't,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Meanwhile, if I ask you for Forbidden Door, you'll give me at least 2.
Oh yeah, the Fatal 4-Way with Malachi Black, Miro, that other dude from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and who's wait a minute, and the Pac, the champion. I fucking forgot the champion. Yeah, that was my fucking.
It's the woman's title with different plates. It's okay.
I just forgot. I forgot this guy's name too.
Yeah, and it's
funny, blonde hair.
Look at this. You're looking at Orange Cassidy and Ospreay, which everybody was upset because it wasn't Andrade, but now everybody's like, you know what's funny? That's a match I didn't know I wanted.
Me neither.
I didn't know you wanted that match, and you see
that was so good.
And everybody always forgets that Orange Cassidy can wrestle if he needs to.
Oh yeah,
it's not about the hands in the pockets, the shave. It's like, yo, he can go with him in his string jeans.
And not for nothing, Will Ospreay showed.
Oh hell,
that motherfucker could go with anybody. Also,
I mean, but this is the funny part. When he had that match with Ricochet, right, and they did that whole spot fest, and he was fine. I understand. I get it. No problem. Then he turns around and he becomes probably the biggest heel in New Japan since Kenny Omega at this point. You know what I'm saying? But not gonna lie to you, he may have to work on that setup move. It's stupid, but whatever. But the point is, he showed you that that elbow setup move is stupid. But he showed you in every aspect that not only can he sell the match, can he wrestle, but he can also wrestle with damn near anybody. Because Orange Cassidy, I won't say he's the easiest person to wrestle with, but you have to work with him. Yeah. But when he sees somebody that he can work with, it flows, man. It's easy. Like him and Kenny and Pac, it was like, you know what I mean? Nobody was really lost in anything.
Orange Cassidy's gimmick or his persona lends well to anyone who has a sense of humor. Anyone who has any kind of charisma and a sense of humor, it lends well to that shit easily.
And anyone that understands that at the end of the day, this is entertaining.
Yes.
We're here to put on a show for these people. And Will Ospreay completely understands that. 1,000%, man.
Oh, yeah.
That guy was good. And the guy that was supposed to fight Daniel Bryan, he was nice too.
Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And you know what the funny thing is, you ain't even see what he could do. Cesaro was leading that whole match.
Zack Sabre.
Yeah, he put it over. Yeah,
he's money.
You see how Gigi was talking about Natalya and Ronda Rousey, those transitions and all that. How Zack Sabre could do that shit fluently, like if it was another language to him.
I saw it in a crazy thing. I've never seen this guy, but when they showed the package, because they was trying to like promote him against Daniel Bryan and who's better, and they showed what he was doing compared to Daniel. I was like, oh shit, where's this guy? He's nice.
Zach. He's always been. It's funny. He was in that Cruiserweight Classic, and he didn't sign with the WWE because he knew what they would do with him.
Yep.
Yeah, he was like, I'm good. I'll wrestle in Europe and then go to Japan.
Yeah,
because I can actually wrestle.
He can.
Oh, Grisham. That's another. Grisham is the ROH heavyweight champion.
ROH heavyweight champion.
Yeah, he is.
Didn't he say he was going to come to Dynamite because somebody was challenging him?
That's what Matt's saying. He's going to be on Rampage.
Oh, there we go.
Yep. And by the way, the Daniel Garcia versus this dude for the title is a match I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Someone
I saw that and I was like,
someone needs to tell Daniel Garcia that if you're gonna cut a promo about the match, act like you know you got it already.
Oh yeah.
They were like, and they announced the match, and then he challenges him for the pre, and I'm like, bro, you got the match. They put the graphic up. It says it. Like, you don't need to challenge him anymore.
I just want to make it very clear. I want to make it very clear. The guy, if it's a pure title, don't expect a great promo.
Yeah.
The pure title doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna cut the best promo ever.
I hear you. I hear
You
you.
know what I'm saying? Just let's remember what we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Nothing against Garcia but I'm just saying is the pure title usually means that your mic skills aren't exactly the best. We pretty much said it about Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Bret Hart would have been the perfect candidate for the pure title.
Yeah.
Him and Kurt Angle, or Benoit. But except for Kurt Angle. Otherwise than that, the promos ain't gonna be great. They're gonna be straight up, I'm gonna wrestle you. Understood.
that should be what it is,
Yeah, you gotta remember that. So remember, when you see the pure title, promos are limited.
But you know what the crazy shit is? A lot of these wrestlers like Benoit or Bret Hart and Wheeler Yuta, if they just strip that character away from them, like take this whole I'm a wrestling character when I'm doing a promo and just talk normal, I'm pretty sure they'll give you one of the best promos you ever heard. Like if Daniel Garcia cut the shit and was like, Wheeler, you want to, do your whole shit with the Blackpool Liver Cancer Club and all that other shit, and you're the pure champion, and I'm out here to show, I've been here since day one to show that I'm the best wrestler in this company. So at Death Before Dishonor, I'm gonna beat you at, like if it was him talking to Wheeler Yuta, I think we would connect more with that shit. There's certain people you don't need to put on a character, just fucking speak. This is where I'm getting at. I know it took me, I went the long way to get to that message, but that's where I'm getting at. All right, my GPS ain't working. Fuck y'all in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Step 10, go fuck yourself, and then come back. Watch the rest of the show. But what was your guys' match of the night for Money in the Bank? That's a hard question.
I
right?
have to say it has to be the Usos and the Profits. I'm sorry, there was nothing else even closer because the Money in the Bank was going okay.
Yeah.
And then that ending, you're just like, and it's funny because I remember somebody said, "Oh, but you guys want younger talent, right, to get over?" I go, "Yes, but there's also younger and right talent."
Yeah, and don't shove them down a
So
fucking throat.
Don't. He loses a title, and then when you see him come out, you go, "Oh, so I know who's going to win already."
Oh yeah. You
already knew. So the mystery's gone, and there's no reason to watch this match anymore.
Nope.
Although I will say the move for the night would have to be Matt Riddle on the ladder doing that flip when he flew on when he was flying on the ladder.
The corkscrew thing?
Yeah. I like out of all the moves that we watched on that boring ass night, that was probably a highlight move, like reel for me. That's it, just that one moment. But I agree that the Street Profits and the Usos was match of the night, and it ended in controversy. You gotta love it. You gotta love the fact that it ended in a little controversy where Montez Ford's fucking shoulders were up. They were up, and then they replayed it. To issue like, no, let me see that shit again. Oh, we doing replays now after the match? Like, the ref is not. Is he still walking? He can't be like, oh shit. Hey, nah, let's bring it back.
But you know what the crazy shit? In my head, I was like, all right, but if he was 2 inches to the left, you still wouldn't have kicked out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't. If he kicked out, if he did the little 1, 2, 3, like, all right, I get it. You missed the kick out. My man just over rotated. You still took the 3. So you lost, bruh. You lost. That's like Tyson going, I don't have my mouthpiece in. Nah, nigga, we still counting to 10. You still got to get up. We don't stop because your mouthpiece is out. That's just me, but.
Yeah. Yeah. Usos and Street Profits. Match of the night. Move of the night for me was Matt Riddle doing his corkscrew on the ladder because that looked pretty awesome to me. His whole leg caught all of Sheamus. Like it wrapped around Sheamus. That was incredible. I'm just like going. Oh right, Bianca Belair was against Carmella.
I was surprised they actually let that match happen. You heard me. I was dead serious when I said Becky was gonna beat up Carmella and go fight Bianca. I was dead serious about that. I thought that was gonna happen.
Nope. She don't got that pull anymore.
Nope.
She's not that underdog anymore. That was when she was the man.
Yeah.
She ain't the man no more.
Nope, not at all.
Nope. She's half.
The man had power.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't got no power.
She's either Lady Gaga or the Fifth Element. I don't know what she's trying
Man,
to be.
you
Right
took it right out of my mouth. Let me get back on
the Lulu Dallas.
Combination of both. Jesus. Oh, fast forward. Theory and Bobby Lashley. We got a new champion, y'all.
Yo, I hope
Our
they make
United
that title
States champion is
important.
Bobby fucking Lashley. Yes.
I hope they make that title important.
Wow.
I was
4th of July.
Yeah.
Thing.
I was saying earlier that I hope they make the U.S. title the important title on Raw and the Intercontinental title the important title on SmackDown. And the reason why you need Roman Reigns to not be there as often is because now you can have someone actually put in the work and be that guy that looks like he's gonna face the final boss in this tournament, which is Roman Reigns. It's like he already beat everybody, so now we need somebody to. It's like, who's worthy? Nobody. I'm out until you find somebody worthy. And I think if you build someone new and then he finally gets to face Roman Reigns, I think it'll be more important than just have, Riddle 1 week beat the Usos. Now he's getting a title shot with Roman Reigns. It's like, I don't give a shit about this. But if Riddle was the top guy for like 2 months, like, yo, where's Roman at? I'm ready for this guy. I'm ready for the boss. Like, all right, cool. That's the next step. You know what I'm saying? No one has that now. I'm tired of the shit where it's like, you gotta earn your shot. All right, you're a bitch. Well, now you earned it. What is that, the secret password? Like remember, that was the whole thing a couple months ago.
My thing is either, one, you lose your way to the title, 2, you're so sensitive you give somebody a title shot.
Yeah.
You're a bitch, or you're getting it. Wait, hold on, time out. Whoa, time out. I'm your manager. Hold up. He hasn't beaten anybody. What, are you just gonna give him a title shot out of left?
Yeah.
No. This is a champion is an emotional idiot. Let him earn it.
He doesn't like my shoelaces, Paul.
Yeah. So work that way. He goes, I don't have to wrestle you, son. You haven't done anything.
Yeah.
You've cleared the gauntlet. It's all done. But if you want to earn a shot, go through a gauntlet tonight. You know what I'm saying? 5 of the best, beat them all, and you get a title shot. Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
If I'm feeling generous at the end of the night.
Something.
Right? But nah, you call this dude.
Yeah.
You talking about his shirt. You don't like the color of his shirt. His sneakers is whack. Title shot. What? No, wait. Whoa. What? No.
You know who the closest to getting a title shot is? It would be Bobby Lashley. He's been the most dominant. He's beat Almost. He's beat Theory. He's the United States champion.
He's won.
Yes, you give him.
He has won.
Give him a few more months of
Give
dominance.
him a baby oil in his eyes. He has won.
He can see. Yes. No. Yeah. For real. Give him a few more months with dominance, and people be like, "Yo, Bobby's the guy. Bobby's the guy to dethrone Roman."
Absolutely.
That's how you build someone up.
Yeah.
And don't get me started with Finn Balor.
Know what?
Don't get me started with Finn Balor. The Judgment Day has moved to the main event. Not the main event of the show. The show main event.
The main event that nobody can watch.
Yes. At this point, if I was Finn Balor, I would Tony Storm it. I would just be like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm going home.
Yep.
How, Sway? That is
disrespect
for the Finn Balor.
Show up in New Japan. Everybody's going to go. Oh.
Yep.
You go to Bullet Club and go, Jay White. What have you done to my club? And look, Anderson and Gallows are already there.
Yep.
Like, what have you done to my club? Right there, they can be like, well, everybody's going to turn on you, son. This is your original. No ring matches? That sounds violent.
Word.
No! I read about this. It's completely free. It's Saturday night, and it to the Bronx Brewery, and there will be matches. I don't know that there's no ring, so I don't know what these matches look like or could possibly be. But in Vicious, wrestling is definitely going to be in the building. So I read about it. Oh my god, I can't even find it. But I definitely read about it, and it's completely free on Saturday.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay. That's something new. I was like, oh, you gonna be in a bodega actually fighting?
This is not gonna be at a bodega. It's in a brewery.
Well, I mean, if there's no ring, you could take it to the bodega. There's
I mean,
a bodega on every street.
there's not a chancleta in the Bronx. We have a problem.
Word.
At least 10 pairs somewhere.
Word. Hanging from the fucking telephone poles and shit.
It's somewhere over there. Somebody's walking by with me like, yo, can I borrow yours, man? My feet look kind of funny. Let me use it.
Dame la chancleta.
Something like that, yeah.
Word.
So yeah, the male model thing, right? The thing.
There you go.
Thing, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw the highlight and I couldn't help but laugh. I go, this might be my favorite thing on SmackDown. Because because Mace, right? Or Mace, as you have to separate it now.
Yeah.
And then Mansoor. The fact that Pat McAfee was selling this out of this was perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? Then Mansoor has that bag that every guy's wearing now that is weird.
Yeah.
Like it's a fanny bag. It's a fanny pack that you're not man enough to wear in your waist, and you have to wear it across your chest.
It's a torso pack.
Bro, you're the second person to say that. It's terrible.
Yeah.
You're the second person to say that. And, you know, the great thing about it is that L.A. Knight, yeah, speaking to you, can pretty much pull it off. You know what I mean? He can pretty much do it all. His wrestling isn't amazing, but on the mic, there's not a lot of people that can really match him. You know what I'm saying?
I was telling my brother, like, it's funny how he goes from War Games, giving the best promo I've ever heard him give, to now Maximus Martadius Spartacus Berthius from fucking Gladiator.
Complicated than it needed to be.
I'm doing from Gladiator. You know, from Gladiator.
Yes,
gotcha, him. No, you know, like they went from that to this, and I'm like, why is he in a suit? Why isn't he wrestling? What's going on here? Then I see Mace, and I'm like, all right, they took the stupid Predator mask off him. They're gonna give someone else a chance to be on TV, or maybe they blew it already, and that might be the only time we get to see Mas and Mansoor. Soar.
Exactly. Correct yourself.
Yeah.
And to Rick, it would be great to see an Eli Drake MJF promo. But yeah, anything they put in front of L.A. Knight or Eli Drake, I'll go with it, man. I liked him in TNA. I had no problem, man. To me, it just seemed like a big fish in a small pond. Now he fits in right there. You know what I mean?
Now, if only the tag team can deliver, and then that's that.
I know for a fact that Mansoor can wrestle.
Yeah.
Not too sure about Mace.
He just needs to be the big guy, like.
I understand.
For him, but don't make it complicated.
Here's the thing: you have a big guy like Luchasaurus, right? Which, by the way, you were right. I absolutely love this whole other side to him. It was about time. I get Luchasaurus, but I was like, finally, this is the one I've been waiting for. You know what I mean? But just because you're a big guy doesn't mean you're gonna be good.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some moves are simple, but you can also fuck them up.
No, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
you've seen enough big men fail.
Yeah. Yo,
and the next one that I see is an AEW.
Who you see?
Big fucking Indian guy.
Oh yeah.
Big Indian guy. That's with,
I don't even know his fucking name.
Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal in them.
Yeah. The great Khali's brother.
If he makes it past 4 months, I'll be shocked because they'll try, but if he makes it, I'll be amazed.
Yeah. Yo, to me, like the match of the night at Money in the Bank was the one you didn't see, where Baron Corbin beat the shit out of Pat McAfee.
Oh, yeah, because that's why he showed up with the neck brace.
Yeah,
And the
in
Oh
the
UFC
UFC.
man.
event. Yeah.
Yeah, yo, I see that. I'm like, what the fuck happened to Pat McAfee, son? And then we watch it and like, so why was he in the neck brace? And then you have to see the WWE exclusive because God forbid you put on a premium live event that people have to pay to watch and you do something after it goes off the air. It's like, okay, bitch. The best part of this shit I can't even see. All right, cool.
And he's just there drinking his drink
Yeah.
like nothing.
Sitting next to Khan too. It's like mad awkward. He's like,
He's next to McMahon and
Blake?
Helms.
no, it was McMahon, Stephanie, Triple H, him, and then Khan.
No, it's Khan and JR like over.
No, not Tony Khan. Nick Khan.
Oh, Nick Khan?
Nick Khan was there. They just didn't put him on TV.
Nick Khan's a guy I would love to fight.
So there was a big controversy of what was going on
Yeah,
with
so what
Tony
you did
Khan
there.
and Jim Ross.
The controversy.
The controversy is that Tony Khan and Jim Ross was in the same building as Vince McMahon, Triple H, Stephanie, and Pat McAfee. That photo came out at UFC 273. So this event was UFC 276, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's totally two separate pictures. But because somebody decided to fuck with it, Bleacher Report Wrestling decided to post up both of them. And instantly people started noticing that picture was not from Las Vegas.
Wow.
Just pointed it out to me. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't care. I just cared about the fights.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But my favorite fighters retired, so that's all I cared about.
Yeah. In my head, I was like, I didn't see them show JR and Khan. So
would have
where this picture? Yeah, they would have.
Mhm.
They got the balls. They're like, oh no, look.
No,
there goes the owner of
got,
AEW.
Masvidal has been on their TV. They had the girl page. They had another fighter that was on AEW. So it would have been like, all right, cool, show.
Yeah.
We had our fight on their show.
Word. Chris wants to know how you guys feel about Sean Rossap. To be honest with you, I don't have an opinion on him. I don't follow him. I don't know all this other shit. I
like him. He's not so bad. I follow him. I get my some of the like instant reports and whatnot I get from him because he's from Fightful.com.
Yeah,
so Fightful.com is one of the biggest wrestling sources that are out there. Fightful.com is actually one of the biggest sources that comes when it comes to basically backstage news, a lot on WWE and some on AEW. Mm-hmm. So like more or less they were like the second people to kind of like announce based off of another tweet of Sasha being released by the company. Yeah. So they just continued with the story, including today where they were, taken off.
Yeah, the internal roster,
right?
Yeah, but they're still on the website though. That could have just been like, they're off the internal roster. We're not going to use them. Like we're not going to use them for matches. They're not going to be here. I don't know. To me, unless it fully happens, I don't listen to news unless it's 100%. Oh, the WWE is fired Sasha Banks and now she's off the roster. Like, all right, cool. All the other rumors and shit, to me, it's just like he said, she said until it happens. Did y'all notice Monday Bobby mentioned other promotions and Wednesday Hager mentioned the WWE? I did notice that. They're saying that Tony Khan is open to working with the WWE.
That's what I read as well. That he's open to talk about it. But the thing is that we've been knowing that Tony Khan's would have loved to do something with WWE. This is not new news. This is just resurfaced news.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's on Vince. But even if it's on Vince, when I mean it's on Vince, I mean creativity. It would all be on Vince. Tony Khan will have zero creative in what say so and what's going on.
Yeah, because that would be one thing I think would be in the negotiations. I have to have the final say of whatever you decided to do, storyline wise or winning the match wise.
Like Roman's going over Kenny.
Yeah,
easily. Like there's no way that my champion loses. I'd be like, really, bro? Can
Nah,
we work something out where we can push for another event a year later?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, there's no match for me unless it's the Young Bucks versus the Usos.
No, the Young Birds too. We need them in the match too.
Yeah,
But I would prefer the Lucha Brothers and the Usos.
I can see
I'm
that.
not gonna lie to you.
I
I
can
would
see
prefer
that.
that because there's.
Why
I've seen
can't we
enough
have
super
a
kicks.
triple threat? I just
No,
want a
because
triple threat.
I've seen enough super kicks
Yeah.
to last me
That's true.
80 lifetimes.
No, yeah, but I saw somebody do their own little fantasy shit, and they had the Young Bucks versus somebody else, and like I think it was the Street Profits or some shit, and I was like, nah, I'm sorry, if you're gonna do top team versus top team, it's gotta be the Usos.
Yep.
It's gotta be the Usos.
Street Profits versus Private Party. I'll go for that.
Well, I can see that.
Yeah,
Shit.
they were.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not with
they
that.
got the equal athleticism and the charisma.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that.
It's literally gimmick versus gimmick in a way.
I would be a fan of the Usos and this version of FTR, not the one that was in WWE. This FTR and the Usos, the ones that are on the roll. I would really, honestly, I want to see the Briscoes versus the Usos.
Yeah,
they have that whole, the country hood. It's like
I would want to see them outside of the WWE doing a promo. The Usos.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because the way the Briscoes cut their promos, I want to see Usos get just as ruthless.
I love the fact that the Briscoes talk over each other and yet don't get mad at each other. They just keep going.
Yeah.
My man doing the Nestle Quick and the milk. He's on. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because earlier today I saw the Briscoes basically kind of respond back to FTR challenging them.
Yep.
So we're gonna definitely see that hopefully very soon.
Yeah.
If we're not gonna get it in AEW, give it to me in ROH.
No, that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, in Death Before Dishonor, they're gonna do FTR versus the Briscoes too.
Death Before Dishonor.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
versus Thunder Rosa
versus the Usos versus the Bucks versus FTR. Not mad at that.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that one right there. I actually forgot about the Gorillas of Destiny because that's more because thing is going. He's doing the single thing right now. Tonga is doing the single thing now.
Okay.
So I was like, they're not necessarily tag team partners right now.
You know something, James? James is talking about Sasha versus Thunder Rosa. In all actuality, I would love to see Thunder Rosa versus Charlotte and Sasha versus Britt Baker. I think those are the matches you would make. Because Britt Baker,
I would like to see Bayley versus
Thunder Rosa.
Thunder.
I was thinking the same thing. I was legit thinking the same thing right now.
I feel like that match would
go better.
Absolutely correct. They see.
Absolutely.
And I said it before, Bianca versus Jade, to me, is perfect right now. Like, if Jade gets another year under her belt, then you do that, and the most athletic match you'll see, period. You know what I mean? Male or female at that point. You know what I'm saying? What? Really?
Joe is facing Lethal on ROH pay-per-view. What? Are you serious? Is that true? Is these facts?
I hope not.
I don't think so.
Matt, that's a good one, Matt. I didn't even think about that one.
Yo, did you guys hear they put Ric Flair back in the opening video package for WWE?
Did they?
Yeah, they put it back.
I heard. They put the woo back.
Yeah.
And he said, thank you for giving me back, like, my dignity.
Yeah. They took it out because of that plane ride from hell shit or whatever, right?
But it's funny. As time goes on, people are still giving Tommy Dreamer shit.
Yep.
I forgot
got the spin.
Yeah, I forgot all about Tommy Dreamer saying the truth.
Somebody else has.
Yeah. But
I'm just saying, like, I saw that shit happening. I was like, if they're going to do the same thing like they did with Hogan, they're just going to eliminate everything in history, which was the most funniest shit. They really tried to eliminate him in everything. But they always bring them back. They always bring them back, no matter what. You just have to go away for a little bit.
Yeah.
PR purposes. We'll bring you back.
Yeah. Yeah, real quick, before we finish answering the question. Someone, I think it was Kenny asked me, how do you feel about Cena potentially breaking Ric Flair's record? I think Ric Flair needs it. I think it needs to stay with Ric Flair. Like the Undertaker streak needs to stay with the Undertaker. But how y'all feel about someone taking Ric Flair's title
Just
record?
not Cena. Have an actual wrestler do it.
I mentioned that also.
It would be Orton, but Orton's missing how many?
I think Orton's behind 2 or 3. I think Orton's at like 14 now.
That's what I was thinking.
It would be better because Orton was with him in Evolution.
Yeah, agreed.
That'd be like the true.
If there's anybody that would have to basically,
he's at 14.
He's at 14. If anybody has the wrestling god's right to take over Flair's 16 times World Heavyweight Championship range, it should be Orton. It shouldn't be John Cena. Because if you give it to John Cena, you're just giving it to John Cena for clout.
Technically, Orton is missing 3 because you got to get 17. So
that's true.
You got to get, because 16 ties it. And I think Cena's tied. If you get to the 17th, then you have overtaken him.
But does Randy Orton have that in him?
That's true. I mean, you look, Randy Orton.
I feel like he has at least one for sure. Yeah. But do we see him just getting the others? Mm-hmm. If you do that, then you're essentially just doing it for the number.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, some of Cena's was just like the one he got 16 was just for that.
Yeah,
I was like, really? Just a tie? That was bullshit.
Yeah. He said
no,
New Japan
you know what it is?
Really? Sweet. I'm sorry, Matt wrote that down, and let's go. Stardom.
Yeah.
When we start including Stardom, it's going to be, and then they're going to put the pressure for everybody to put women's matches on. This woman can go.
For people who don't know, Stardom is the female Japan wrestling organization because New Japan don't have women's wrestling, so Stardom is that, and then they're going to include that as dope. But,
yep.
It's
going to be really great. Yeah. Wow. I'm just thinking about that and how really cool some of these matches we're going to end up seeing.
I honestly think that it needs to stay with Nature Boy because he built his career off of that. He's the 16-time world champion. You know what I'm saying? Like he bragged about that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like Cena really doesn't, but no one else does. Like if you give it to someone now, it's because you don't want Ric Flair to have the record. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's one last fuck you.
Yeah, like I think Triple H would have been the guy to do it if he didn't retire or he didn't slow down his career as fast as he did towards the end. Maybe like Orton would have did it. Like someone as technical as Ric Flair, I think needs to do it. But I think that's got to be Ric Flair's fucking thing.
I think it also has to be Ric Flair's call.
Yeah, but also I think Cena, if you're gonna give him anything, it has to be like this modern day longest reign. Because if you're gonna compare Cena to Hogan, then you gotta have him do Hogan shit. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna be honest, I can't see John Cena being Hulk Hogan but doing Ric Flair shit. You know?
Yeah, I agree. Yep. And he's somebody that knows what wrestling holds. For the love of God, he can't even do the STF properly.
Yeah.
I remember Regal once saw it. He was also, what are you doing? It's gross.
You're doing a toe hold because you're not wrenching this guy's fucking
like
face
when the Rock is a sharpshooter, you go,
yo.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Speaking of sharpshooters, that embarrassment of a sharpshooter that Ronda Rousey did to Natalya. Oh my God. How did you fall twice? No one moved and you're falling over like you can't stand. I'm sorry. I just had to mention that. Just throw that in there.
But I mean, wasn't her leg fucked up as well? Because that was the whole work is on the knee. They were working on her leg and shit like that. I mean,
I don't think she fell off.
I'm just saying.
I don't think she fell off of psychology. I think she fell off of unbalancedness. Like she doesn't know.
She fell off because she sucks.
Yeah, there you go. Pretty
Let's
much.
just put it out there. No problem. I got
Yeah.
you.
I will
This one
say
makes no
this.
sense.
I do. Wait. Not that I'm trying to defend her, but I do commend her on the fact that she decided to throw an HBK pose during the sharpshooter on Bret Hart's birthday. I just want to throw that out there. That was pretty fucking savage.
That was cool.
I found that to be. I found that to be pretty fucking funny.
That was
like,
cool. I give it that.
I'm dead ass watching it. I'm like,
yeah.
yo, she's doing the Shawn Michaels pose. She's dead ass doing the Shawn Michaels pose.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. That's pretty funny. No,
real quick though. Matt goes, think about it. If Steph Curry could take Reggie Miller's title, Kobe could take MJ's title, Cena or Orton could take it. Listen, Matt. First off, Steph Curry is proven to be one of the best 3-point shooters that we've ever seen after Reggie Miller was. So that's a 3-point shooter against a 3-point shooter. Kobe literally modeled himself after Michael Jordan. That's like you saying that fucking John Starks can be Michael Jordan. No. Antetokounmpo cannot take Reggie Miller's 3-point. Like, he can't be the best 3-point shooter in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You can't take someone else that does something completely different and compare them to a 3-point specialist. You know what I'm saying? Like, Patrick Ewing is not a 3-point specialist. Don't compare them to each other. Cena, I'm sorry, he's always been and will ever be compared to Hogan. Forever, he will be compared to Hogan.
Yeah.
He will never be compared to Ric Flair unless it's the fucking title runs. And he doesn't need it. John Cena has so much other shit. He doesn't need it. He done the most fucking Make-A-Wish shit. He has that. He's the fucking the highest grossing seller after Austin. He had that. Why does he need Ric Flair's title? You know what I'm saying? Why does he need his record? He doesn't.
He doesn't need it. And he doesn't even want it. Because he's like, nope, I could go for it. But no, you are a legend, and I will not. And I think he said, I will not break your record.
He shouldn't.
We won't. No,
he shouldn't. To be honest with you. And Matt, no, I don't think the Miz should do it either, because the Miz is already the only 2-time Grand Slam champion. The Miz already has his accolades. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't give people accolades for the sake of giving people accolades. They have to earn that shit.
Right.
Like, come on, Lay. Whether you like him or not, it's a fact that he's held every title more than once.
He ain't really earned that shit.
It doesn't
matter.
matter.
They gave it to him after Cena, my man. He ain't earned that shit.
Yo, Cena
and then you saw that title reign went.
Lay, Cena maybe earned 1.5 of his 16 fucking championships.
I ain't talking about Cena though.
It don't matter. If we're gonna compare about earning, I'm talking about Cena. You want to talk about earning and you want to make it legitimate for argument, then we're gonna do it for everybody.
Absolutely not. You brought
absolutely everything.
You were defending him. I made a point that
I'm not defending him.
Didn't earn that one.
I'm not defending him. I'm telling him the fact.
Shit was hot trash.
Jericho
shit was so trash. It was trash on fire during the summer of New York City, 100 degrees.
And you see,
that's
and
how
the thing,
trash that was.
And the thing with Jericho is Jericho already has the most title reigns for the Intercontinental title. And he's a La Champion. Like, Jericho is the first fucking undisputed champion. He's the 9-time Intercontinental champion. It was. Well, I mean, Triple H was in charge of it. What do you expect? He's the first AEW fucking champion. Like, Jericho has so many accolades in his career. He doesn't need any of that shit either. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't need to be 16-time world champion. Yo, unless you have a one-in-a-generation talent like Ric Flair was, you cannot give it to anyone else. You can't give it. Ric Flair is a bona fide legend. Not to say that Cena won't be based over his shit, but when you go into the accolades of wrestling, when you sit there and you describe someone who wrestlers are, you got Ric Flair, you got Bret Hart, you got fucking Hogan, because he was big back in those fucking days. And if you're going to talk about people now, you're going to talk about Bryan Danielson, AJ Styles, fucking even Brock Lesnar, because he was a fucking... hate him or not, this is a fucking 350-pound man that moves just as fucking fast as a cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brock Lesnar is one of the most fucking agile big men we've seen. You know what I'm saying? These are the guys you're gonna be naming. If you want to talk about mega stars that gave the reach of wrestling, then you have The Rock, Hogan, and Cena. You know what I'm saying? These are people that took it to the kids and made it more popular than it was beforehand. You know what I'm saying? I'll give them that. But not when it comes to wrestlers and actually having fucking accolades. You know what I'm saying?
The only person that they will give it to and would probably end up giving it to is none other than his own daughter, Charlotte Flair.
Yeah. And the way they're building her up, I can see her doing that. They're building
She's
her up
going
as the
to
greatest thing to do.
surpass. She's doing this to surpass the amount of championships her father has held. But Flair has held probably that WCW title more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Before transitioning to WWE.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he was the WWE champion twice.
Yeah,
he won it in '92.
Won the Rumble to win the title.
Yeah, '92, and then
when it first happened, he was the one that won it.
Yeah, and then he lost the title to Bret Hart, and that was the last time he had it. So I think twice he had it.
Yeah.
So
no matter how many title, my thing is, that NWA, because that's the original NWA before it came like WCW. No.
Yeah, it was WCW, but it was like the IWGP for New Japan Pro Wrestling. NWA was the champion amongst all of the territories, but just WCW was the name of of their promotion before they went separate.
Yeah.
That's when they came in with Big Gold and shit. Because I think Big Gold was supposed to replace that NWA title 10 pounds ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Swerve in Your Glory? I'm not gonna lie.
It's gonna run its course. I'm just glad that the Young Bucks came out and cut a promo, in front of a live audience and letting them know, hey, y'all can fight all you want, but remember us? We're the tag team champions. Y'all forgot that we had tag team.
FTR.
Yeah.
Loudly.
Yes.
We're the best tag team champions.
FTR by wrestling everybody else.
Yeah, word.
Yep.
All right, congratulations to that. Yes, I saw that James Cain died. That sucks, man.
Yeah.
I love that dude. He's an amazing actor. But yeah.
Yeah.
Swerve in Our Glory. I thought they would have been a little more creative with that, especially with two of the most charismatic wrestlers you have in any promotion. You know what I'm saying? Even the guy that is intelligent and sounds intelligent, Cornette. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Facts.
I'm starting to get a little bored of them. I'm starting to get a little bored of Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. Also, it's like every week you're gonna cut a promo.
Let's see what this triple threat can actually do for the tag team division, because right now it's the tag team division is sucking ass because there's no tag team division. There is and there's not. They're doing the WWE method.
Yeah.
All right. First and foremost, your faction of the Dark Order, niggas are dropping out like flies. The next person that's supposedly not renewing their contract would be Colt Cabana. And that's a big loss. Because that guy can wrestle his ass off. And there was a lot of charisma behind him. I'm not sure if it's anything because of CM Punk and him don't see eye to eye, or if it's not any of that shit. I don't know. There's just, you don't know until the story officially comes out.
Yeah.
Santana
wants to be a solos wrestler.
Yeah.
Yo, real quick, show. Don't ask where Brian Cage is. Where the fuck are you? How you gonna be in the chat talking about where's Brian Cage? Where the fuck are you?
Yo, he was on here for like the majority of the time. That's wild. Why, like, where you at in like the last fucking 20 minutes of this show? Bruh.
Word.
Bruh.
I have a question for y'all and the people in the chat. If the Usos was running the independent circuit or AEW, do you think they would be better than FTR?
That's tough. The Usos better than FTR, where FTR is at right now.
You know what? I'm gonna go really bold because I think their style will be more refined in the indies because they'll face so many different opponents that it'll refine the way they wrestle. So they'll be able to pull more stuff off more cleanly. I would say yes, just because FTR has a tendency of really sticking to that like 80s brain buster kind of wrestling. Don't get me wrong, they can do stuff if they want, but the Usos are more fluid with doing stuff like that. They're never pigeonholed into a way. They really usually just adapt to their opponent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or work with their opponent and use against them, whatever they have. So I think they would, honestly. And I think the Young Bucks would just super kick their way to everything like they do now. Because they were doing it before.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Their match is entertaining, but if I see another super kick, I'm going to punch him in the throat.
No, yeah.
You don't see that shit coming. It's not
like
a super kick.
Yeah, like
Or a V-trigger.
I'm surprised Shawn Michaels hasn't had 2 strokes. With the amount of super kicks that everybody's throwing. Like my man.
But you know what's funny? They're shitty.
Yeah, they're the worst fucking kicks I've ever seen.
Was like he's touching the floor and he's coming through. The follow-up is perfect. And you were like, yo, that could put somebody out if you catch somebody in the chin. I've done it, by the way.
Yeah.
It does work.
What they should call these
it hurts.
What they should call these kicks that these guys are doing are crescent kicks. Remember when Gorilla Monsoon called them the crescent kick? Yeah, that's what they should call it. But in all honesty, I think the Usos, the matches they have with New Day and then with the Street Profits, with other good tag teams, those matches are fucking phenomenal. You put them in a situation where they don't have the play by numbers, and you put them in there with the Briscoes. Like if you want to talk about the Briscoes, a good tag team, and FTR and all that shit, put the Usos in with them. And like you said, the way they adapt to their opponents, I think the Usos could be one of the best tag teams in the world.
And just a real quick show, actually is making Shawn Michaels' kicks look stronger because he would end the match with them.
Yeah.
This shit is like 2 moves in, a kick, and all of a sudden you're kicking the other guy afterwards. It's a little different.
You know, to be honest, it kind of makes it look like these wrestlers are kids that never grew up and learned how to do the move.
Well, it's never executed properly. But look, Malik Black does his black mass kick, right? Like he does the kick, right?
Yeah.
I understand that. That's an actual roundhouse kick.
Yeah, and it's smooth.
That's
too.
perfect. It's smooth, right? Yeah, but super kicks. I mean, when you got somebody like Brian Cage doing it, no offense to Brian Cage, I'm pretty sure you've never taken a martial arts class in your life, son.
He's too big for that shit.
He does it okay.
But I'm saying like first off, he's not doing it with the momentum of his upper body. Mm-hmm. If he actually used his upper body to throw that kick, that shit would be whipped like crazy because his body is stacked on top. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you're supposed to do it.
Kicks.
Yeah,
Luchasaurus has really good kicks.
He looks like he took a martial arts class, though. Like,
watch
the movie at least.
He's seen a dojo or he's seen a kicking back somewhere.
Yeah, he threw a couple kicks before he tried it.
My man was watching Karate Kid on replay, the original.
For the crane kick, for the.
He had that part on replay. That's it.
Oh my god! Yeah.
That's how it started.
Yeah. but honestly, I'll tell you one thing. If I was Shawn Michaels and I was wrestling again, it'd be like no one's ever kicking out of my super kick. I'm not gonna kick you. Because if everybody's doing a super kick and everybody's getting kicked out, my shit, no one kicks out of.
Absolutely correct. I completely agree. I go, yo, you're gonna go down. Malachi does Muay Thai. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, he does the Dutch Muay Thai, which is it's more boxing oriented, but he really does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Alistair Overeem, the MMA fighter.
Oh yeah,
Kind of like that fight.
Like the K1 kickboxing.
Yeah, the K1 kickboxing style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's definitely involves in either when he wants it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You ever see him on Zelina
YouTube.
Vega's Twitch?
I've seen him on YouTube. Like I remember it was him and another WWE star that they were when Shaman was doing his thing,
Yeah.
like he was doing the gym workouts with other people. Yeah.
Yeah, there be times that he's in his garage and he's training with Zelina Vega on like Twitch and all that. Like they'll show the videos of her throwing the kicks and shit like that. So it's pretty dope.
Saying the girl can fight. Just put her in the ring with the right people. And like AEW is doing.
Just like Vega.
Yeah.
I really like that outfit. I was like, oh, I see you.
Let's see, Malachi Black versus Miro. We're setting up for that.
Yes.
And
that one's gonna be a banger.
I was telling
be a banger for sure.
I want to see Claudio and Miro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely want to see that.
Yeah. And I'm not even mad that they went with Claudio and Swagger over here. Hager.
That was funny when Hager was talking on like, oh, you've never been a champion anywhere, and he's also okay. And then he goes, you know where he's hard as me, and you saw Claudio go, I'm not as hard as you. He was also, okay, my bad, dogs. Whatever you were aiming for came off wrong. He was like,
Yeah.
But Hager said WWE and all that.
Did you hear people saying that JR should be fired because he called him Cesaro?
Why?
People are fucking ruthless with JR for some reason.
Oh man, JR is a viejo. Like we all know he's gonna be. I'm personally just gonna be like, and here we go again. Quote of the week: Cesaro on Dynamite.
I mean, in WWE, so that means Pat and Michael Cole should be fired because how many times did they call Austin Theory Austin and they stopped themselves? They're like, Theory. Theory. First of all, it's stupid because Austin Theory rolls off the tongue and you can put it on the shirt. I can see it on the shirt right away.
Yeah.
Why is it just Theory? This is so stupid. What does he have against first names?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get that. I mean, don't get me started on Butch, but that's something for another time.
Butch. Hey, Butch did his thing in Money in the Bank, all right, when he came out to help out Sheamus.
Yeah, he did.
I fucking popped for that. I said, this nigga Butch! That's right! Get him, Butch! Get him!
I felt like I was telling the dog, go on, Butch, get him, Butch. Go on, Butch. I was like, wait, this is not right. That's a human being. That's a human being.
No, but you gotta admit, that shit was pretty fucking entertaining.
It was funny.
I was like, you goddamn right.
It was funny.
We gonna remember Butch.
The thing with the Acclaimed, I agree. If Road Dogg comes out with them, that'd be hilarious.
I mentioned this.
No, but wait, but Road Dogg fucking knocked them out on Wednesday.
Billy Gunn knocked out the Acclaimed.
Yeah. Road Dogs. I said Road Dogs. No, Billy Gunn knocked out the Acclaim. And listen, if Road Dogg comes out, I don't know. I'm kind of sad that the Acclaim and the Ass Boys are not together.
Yeah.
We're not going to get Scissor Me Daddy Ass anymore. Not for a while. Maybe Billy Gunn is doing a William Regal thing where he's fucking up.
I'm sorry, he said Kip James and I started dying when there was a Voodoo Mafia or whatever that shit was in TNA. Holy shit! I'm sorry, Gigi. That was bad. Kip James, I remember Kip James. I'm sorry.
Who is Kip James?
Fucking killed me. I'm sorry. Heart almost stopped there.
Wait, no. Now I want to know who the fuck is Kip James.
Okay, so all right. So let me explain it. So you remember when there was a bunch of WWE guys going to TNA, especially like way past their prime.
Yeah.
So Billy Gunn and Road Dogg went to TNA, and they were called the Voodoo Mafia, and it was Kip James, and I always forget the other guy's name. But Kip James was Road Dogg.
It's Jesse James.
Mm-hmm. So it was Kip James. You know what I'm saying?
What was Road Dogg?
It was horrendous. It was terrible. Because I was like, what the fuck is a Voodoo Mafia? What is that?
Voodoo Mafia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, what was the name that he had with K Quick?
With Kate with Conan and Thing.
Yeah.
Our Truth. Yeah, I
Yeah.
always forget.
Shit, I know because you had the two, and it was like the three. There was a rap
Three Live
group. It was
Crew.
a 3 Live Crew. There wasn't. Yeah, there was the 2 Live Crew. No, there was the 3 Live Crew, right?
Three Live Crew. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that shit was bad.
Yeah, it was, but it was for the time. It was interesting to see Road Dogg, Jesse James, and K Quick coming out. It's like, all right, we got three
When I
people
saw
that think they
when
can rap.
Conan was part of it, I was like, what? It was
Conan,
Conan.
yeah,
It was Conan, Kate Quick. I'm
Ron the
sorry,
Truth Killings.
Ron the Truth Killings,
Yeah,
and Kip James.
yeah. I fucked up. I called him K Quick. K Quick was his first WWE name.
Yeah,
His
and
real
it's
name
funny,
in
he still
TNA
tagged
was
with
Ron the Truth.
Jesse James.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. True. He debuted with Jesse James in WWE.
Yep, there it is. That must be bad, James. Be real. Yep, that's literally it. Their shirt was cool.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Yeah, it was bad, Gigi. It was horrible.
yeah,
TNA was at that point. TNA was a fucking mess.
yeah.
I stopped watching, but I saw the name Kip. Did y'all notice that Kip Sabian was also on Dynamite, sitting in the front row? Did anybody peep that? Because I did.
Was he wearing a box again?
Yes, he was. He is incognito, wearing the fucking box on his head. If you go back and check what I think it might have been John Moxley, because he's always coming out in the fucking audience. In that corner, you just see Kip Sabian sitting there with the box on his head.
Yo, I remember seeing him in Forbidden Door with that pink suit in the box. But so what is this angle gonna be? Like,
It's his alter ego. Yeah, man, I'm about to like look it up right now. It's his alter ego, and which is box head.
he's gonna like cost
Box
Miro
head.
the match against Malachi Black or something.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh,
But
I remember
the box that he wears, it says underrated over it. So, and then on the side of the box, it looks like it has an hourglass. I'm really like looking at this shit. So yeah, he's dead ass. Just I don't know where we're going with this. Maybe he's gonna come after Miro. Maybe Moxley. Foxy versus Moxley. I don't know.
Cody's gimmick as dashing Kip Sabian. That's a good one, man. That's a good one.
Oh man, he looks great though. I can't wait to actually see what happens. Like I want to see.
Did he get the black mist in his face? Is he gonna get the whole eyes changing?
No, he's been doing this character for a minute.
Okay.
Box character, right?
Dashing Kip Sabian. I actually want to see that now.
Dashing Kip Sabian.
I want to see that now. God damn it! I'm gonna think about it.
Whatever happened to his girlfriend? Miss Ford.
His girlfriend. That's his wife. Penelope Ford is his wife.
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened to Penelope Ford?
That is a great question, because she is actually a really good fucking wrestler.
Well, they had that street match, the street fight, and remember where everybody was bleeding for no reason? Then they threw her to the ropes, and she came out full of blood. Like, wait a minute, you're back at the rope. Why your face covered?
And I was like, yo, you cut yourself with the rope?
Yeah, I think that was the last time we saw her. No,
I believe so.
I'm actually looking at her last match.
I love when they repackage people. So funny to me.
Oh yeah. Well, they repackaged Miro, so that was perfect.
But
that gamer shit was
good.
horrible.
That looked good. That was good though. When was her last match?
And she was born in 1992.
Her last match was back in January 15th of this year, and she defended somebody named Angelica Risk.
Yeah, telling you,
It
Randy,
might
actually
have been
like
like it might have been like on Dark and some shit like that.
Oh, Dark. That makes sense. No wonder we didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Oh, Randy, actually, I'm a fan of that model thing. It's going to be absolutely stupid. Yeah, I've
Yo,
never
you
came
next
to
in
the-
line. Lay, you next in line, bro. We saw your,
Apparently,
Rico
that's what I'm
Suave.
understanding. So I'm
That you got your
understanding.
Rico Suave pictures from fucking Puerto Rico and shit with your button ups and shit. The nice little colorful
Apparently, yeah,
shorts, the matching shit.
yeah.
The sun hitting your face, the sun kissing you, like.
And one of those pictures, I call it I was looking at the shirt. I go, it's my Billy the Butcher shirt from the boys. Billy the Butcher.
Oh my
I said,
god!
don't
That's
be a
it.
cat. Fucking diabolical.
Word.
Don't
See how
take.
I'm not,
Don't
see how
take
when I
the,
say that, Toe, I'm not angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking diabolical, you cunt. I'm
Fucking
not
diabolical.
so
But
angry.
such a good show.
yo, you know what's crazy though? When you say "don't be a cunt," the only thing I can think of is "be a rosebud."
You know what's funny? To this day, it kills me, man. Because I remember Leo Kruger. I loved Leo Kruger. James Kruger, the Hunter.
Yeah.
I loved it. Then all of a sudden, when he came
That
out
was
as
such
Adam
a
Rose, it's
good.
like, what
Yo,
happened?
he
He was a solid.
came
He
out
was
as a
craving the Hunter.
hipster.
Oh yeah, he was craving the Hunter. I was like, what happened to Leo Kruger? He was great in NXT.
Yeah.
He would have that's like if the Stalker would have worked in the '90s, it would have been bad because it worked because he was like hunting people down and beating them. All of a sudden, I saw Adam Rose. I was like,
Adam Rose.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't for them, he wouldn't have got Braun Strowman.
True.
That's true.
He was a rosebud.
Shit, man.
Wait, but who was the bunny? The bunny
The
was
Gabriel.
Gabriel. Was it Gabriel?
Yeah, Gabriel. Yeah, Justin Gabriel. It was Justin
Gabriel.
You recognize that leg drop after a while.
Yeah. Yo, but it was
I
funny.
would props to him to doing it in that fucking suit. I would have murdered myself in that top rope game.
Yo, that's where Bad Bunny caught the idea. Like, yo, shit, mira, bunnies can fly. I'm a fly.
You saw that Logan Paul signed with WWE, right? You guys saw that? And you know who we have to thank for that? Do you know who we have to thank for that?
Who for?
No.
Thanks for who? Oh, for Logan Paul.
Them signing Logan Paul. You have to thank for that? Take a guess. Take a fucking guess. One goddamn guess.
Ronda Rousey.
No. Your boy.
The Miz.
The Miz. Thought it was a good idea.
You know, I don't give a fuck what he did at WrestleMania.
Me either.
Him signing takes away Ricochet's spot.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely correct.
Walter's spot. I don't give a shit. I don't want to call him Gunther. To me, that it sounds like someone wanted to call him Gunther Kente. And they were like, you know what? Let's just call him Gunther. Because it just sounds so fucking racist. Gunther! Like, what? What? Is he going to come out with gorillas too? And he's like a circus tamer? Like, what the fuck? Walter was fine.
He came out at the 4th of July to let you know that him and his country rules over this country.
He could beat up Will
that's
Smith.
some shit. Yo, he can beat word. He gonna beat up Will Smith. I'm like, yo, it's not. I get it. It's goofy as shit, but come on, give somebody fucking worthy. This is the thing. You built up Walter so big, but you don't have anybody that big to take him out. You got Roman, and Roman's gonna have a tough time because the minute Roman takes that chop from Walter, woo.
Yeah.
It's a fucking gunshot.
Yeah.
Jeff, I think my favorite goofy character, honestly, is Bo Dallas and Bo Leave. Him running around that ring was hilarious.
Dun, 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 dun.
Mine is a tie between Santino Marella and Doink or
And
Dink.
who?
Dink.
Yeah, I mean, I like Santino. My favorite thing's John Cena. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Even Cena was like,
I'm gonna face you tonight, John Cena.
John Cena, you think you're tough, John Cena?
Oh,
And he stands up with
Yeah.
his chest out.
Yeah. You think you
And
can
when
beat
he-
me, John
When he calls
Cena?
him, he goes, and you're a ginger. I'm like, what? What? Even shit
Yo.
was like,
My favorite thing of fucking Santino was when he was the Intercontinental Champion. He goes, the honkity donkity man
Oh, yes.
was Intercontinental Champion
The
for 470
honky-donkity-
days.
yes.
I
We're going to
am
break his
Intercontinental
record.
Champion for 9 days. Bing!
I used to
Like,
love that,
you're going to
man.
count
I
from
used
day
to- I
one.
used to
So
love
good.
that.
He was just
Yeah.
dumb
Jimmy
as
Wang as a
fuck.
cowboy, that was good. No,
Yeah.
they didn't give it they didn't give it a lot of attention, but it was good, Jeff. I'll give you that.
Oh, yeah.
There was something about just like, I know your father and I know your brother, and you're Bo-Leaf, and your brother's over here in a cult.
Word.
Are you?
And we want to know, did you not join this cult? You didn't think it was
How did you
good?
miss out on the cult? That's successful.
The best part is that they started growing beards, like long beards at the same time. Why are we
Yeah.
not joining forces? That was a missed opportunity.
A hard one. That was, you could have easily done it. He goes, my real brother. And all of a
And-
sudden everybody else is jealous. I go, what, because they're related? That's real. They're related.
In the Firefly Funhouse with Bo Dallas in that
Oh
shit.
man, that would have been perfect.
Hell
And he
yeah.
could have joked around the Bo Leave thing with it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Santina now would not fly. now.
Santina was fun.
Nah.
Santina would not fly now.
It used to
Not
be
at all.
hilarious though, but it wouldn't fly.
It was hilarious. But now, oh man, you have tweets, hashtag activists up her, his, or whatever
Yeah.
that is. See?
Word.
Well, the Shockmaster wasn't goofy until he fell.
That's true. And that weird ass fucking stormtrooper helmet.
Yeah. Nah, Marcus
DIY.
Alexander Buff was good. I liked it.
Yeah, Buff Bagwell saved Marcus Alexander Bagwell.
Yes, it did. Because
That
he was an
saved him.
American male.
Yes, remember that shit? American males,
Yo,
American
that
males.
song,
We
that
are
song is
the-
like
the
this
American-
close to being Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh man, that was fucking crazy.
The most racist and tries to be as goofy as it is, Erwin White.
Oh my god, that was
White.
cringy. That wasn't goofy. That was cringy. That definitely want to get over now.
Yo.
But I remember when I first saw it, and I was like, so you do anything the company says. You have no pride. Is that what you're telling me?
No, he's just thought the Latino way. If I don't do what they say, they gonna fire me. I'm not Eddie. Fuck.
But they fired Eddie and they brought him back.
Yeah.
Jimmy Hart.
That's true.
No,
I think,
Eugene
like,
wasn't pushing it.
goofy.
Eugene was disrespectful.
Yeah.
So funny. I thought Eugene as well, and I was just like laughing in my head. I was like, no, I can't say Eugene. That's controversial.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Earlier this podcast, people compared Nikki
shit.
Ash to Hurricane, when Nikki Ash is kind
Uh-huh.
of Eugene right now.
Yeah, she is.
Remember when Eugene was Super Eugene?
Yeah.
He had this superhero
Oh
shit.
shit!
Yeah.
I'm fucking dead right now. I know you did not say Nikki Ash is the new Eugene.
Yeah, yo.
Wow.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Wow.
It is.
Oh hey, Show decided to show up.
Word. He's hiding in his back.
Oh man.
So, Super was absolutely underrated because it was TNA. Now, Curry, man, I first saw him in Japan. Then when I saw him, Guy Khan was always disrespectful. Yo, man, you coming out of left with some real fucked up shit.
Word.
But Curry,
It's a
man.
one-legged man in the ass-kicking
Curry,
contest.
I used to love Curry, man, because I remember the first time I saw him do a moonsault, I go, I know exactly who that is.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way you're not going to tell me that's not Christopher Daniels. And if nobody didn't know, but it was hilarious because he was doing the whitest white man dance ever. You know what I'm saying? It was great. The whole.
Yeah.
I used to be like, oh, that's great. That's great, man. And Shark Boy, of course. Damn, I forgot about Shark Boy.
Yo, my man turned into Stone Cold straight up. He
Yeah,
was
I
wearing the Stone Cold
that.
vest. Yeah, Shark Boy's gonna come down there, whoop your ass, and that's the bottom line. It's like, all right, bro, I get it. Don't be Juventud. Remember when Juventud did the juice shit with when he thought he was the Rock?
Oh,
like, how do you just one day out of nowhere just come out? Finally, the juice has come back. Like, you nigga, you never been here before. Where you came back to? Don't be the Rock. You know what I'm saying? Man, holy shit. Oh, and by the way, just for the record, I was watching Snitch. You guys remember that movie with The Rock where he's the truck driver? Yeah, like, he can't act.
What happened?
He can't act. I was like, he's supposed to be this kid's father that starts going undercover to get a drug dealer arrested to get his kid, get out of jail. And it's like, you don't make me believe that you care about this kid. Like, there's not 1 ounce of me thinking you actually give a fuck about this kid. Like, you just doing it because the script says it. It's like, damn, bro, love your children. But that's just I just wanted to mention that. I'm sorry.
Mizdow.
That was over.
The guy that you portraying, that's another level of talent.
Yeah, that was something they should have ran with.
Yeah.
It was horrible that the payoff was so
But they even messed up when he was Sting, Damien Sandow.
Yeah.
When he came out and said the unwashed masses, I was like, holy shit, he's right.
Yep. He showed his intelligence, all that. And then he tried to be Macho Man to fucking Curtis Axel's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that I was like, that's tough.
Yeah.
It would have been great though to see Elias. It would have been great to see him as Elias just for shits and gigs. And that's Damien Sandow. No, it's not.
That's Elias.
Hello, I'm Elias. and where is Ray Riot?
I get all the Mexicools. They should come out in the lawnmower.
Yeah. But
Irwin, Mexicools.
Yeah. They had a lot of good. Remember, oh man, what the fuck was it? Heidenreich. His whole career was a fucking goofy.
The name sounds familiar.
I think he did.
I think he sodomized Michael Cole.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I think he blood in, blood out him.
Good.
Yeah,
Very good. Michael Cole deserves it.
Yeah.
Literally, he just fucked him.
Yeah. That was.
Nobody likes Michael Cole. It's okay.
Yeah, that was weird.
Remember Nathan Jones? God, that failed. It should have worked.
Time. Yes. If you want to talk about a prototypical wrestler, Nathan Jones.
I know Vince saw him and started masturbating and swinging into the door.
And, he started swinging his dick like Ric Flair when he walked through the like shit.
Who? Mordecai. God bless his soul. And then he became Kevin Dorn, like the vampire.
Yes.
So he just went from fail to fail on some like.
Mm-hmm.
He was never meant to win.
Wasn't he the one that won Tough Enough?
No, I don't think so. No, that was that one dude called Silent Rage, I believe.
I think so.
And he had like a brain tumor and he stopped wrestling or some shit.
No, that's Matt Capitelli. He's the one that won it with. He won
Shaniqua.
And John Morrison was right behind him, or he won it with him, I believe.
No, wasn't her name Shaniqua?
Oh, the girl that was with the
no, not Shaniqua. Chantel?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, the girl with the bashing. Yo, she had a booty on her, though.
Shaniqua might be right, though.
Right? I'm not bugging.
No, it's not Shaniqua.
It's Chantel. It had to be. I know it was one of those. It started with S. I know that.
Yeah, she was mad tall.
Yeah, she was mad tall.
Yeah, she's
I can't help out here.
Nydia and Maven.
Yeah, I'll look
Maven.
Nydia could have get it, though.
Let's talk about Maven for a second. Bless that man's soul, because he took a solid asshole from The Undertaker, legit one. The Undertaker said, "We're doing this."
Yeah.
Yep. The Basham Brothers. That's right. The Basham Brothers. They
Basham Brothers.
All right, so Nydia won the first.
Sorry,
season.
I'm thinking about
That was the second season.
Chuck. Is it Chuck and
Billy?
Chuck and Billy. You look so good to me.
Yo, and then what's his
name?
You
guys remember Ron Conway?
Rico,
Just
there you go.
Look at me. I used to love Rob Conway. Just look at me. I'm like, yo, this song is horrible and your gimmick sucks. But you're giving it to y'all, buddy. I respect that. Good try.
She was named Shaniqua.
Shaniqua, there you go.
Her real name is Linda Miles, but her name was Shaniqua for the Basham Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, she was like their dominatrix?
Yep.
Okay.
I wasn't mad at it, though.
Which I used to like the Headbangers, actually. They were cool.
6 foot tall.
Yeah. Well, what was...
Oh, yeah, no, they were pretty good.
Yeah. Well, Jim Johnson was thinking these guys have to be lovers. So he made that. Yo, first of all, let's remember this. Billy Gunn got a lot of crappy songs.
Yeah.
Yep.
The one, Mr. Ass, it all sounded like bad 80s music.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
the William Regal one is good.
Let's get a
I still play that one to this day.
To make his music. Oh, the man's man movie.
I remember when Daniel Bryan had to play it, and Regal said, "That's good. That's good. That's really good. You got me, bro." All right, yeah, man. That's one of my favorites because it's so bad.
Oh yeah.
Domino. I forgot the other dude.
Deuce and Domino.
Deuce and Domino.
Deuce and Domino. I like that tag team though with Cherry. Yo, Cherry was fucking hot. Yeah, that was Snooker's son, wasn't it?
Yep.
Domino.
Snooker's son.
Yo, I used to do this thing where they came, I was like, Deuce, hey, Domino, yo. I feel like they should have did that shit because they were all fucking grease is the word, like they were grease out of that fucking movie.
Greasers.
Yeah. That was my shit.
It's funny, yeah. I remember, yeah, he was like, "Oh, so you're making a Samoan Mexican? Okay, cool."
Yep, that's how you do it.
Yep, shit. And Unico, Unico who became the Sin Cara without the botches.
Yeah,
right.
Even though I think his character as Unico was better than Sin Cara.
I used to love it. Just he lost so much.
Yeah.
I don't know his theme, brother. It saved my life.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you that shit neither.
I know Eddie's theme, and that's as close as going to get to a Unico kind of thing.
I feel like Unico's theme had to be some racist Mexican shit.
Yeah. Like a rap song just in Spanish.
Yeah.
Before all that shit became popular.
Mad
I can say this to this day. I can remember Billy Kidman's one that didn't match him.
Oh yeah, that DMX sound and shit. I have that on my phone. I like that fucking theme.
I remember every time I hear it, and when I see the name Billy Kidman, I start laughing because I go, "No, absolutely not, sir.
Oh, you don't know? Not have that song. You dealing with? I'm a real estate.
Oh my
society. God. They label me a threat. I'm like, Billy, you're not a threat, bro, at all.
No, you're not. You're not. I mean, your shooting star press is horrible. I remember somebody goes, no, it's terrible compared to the people that have done it before.
Yeah. He was just the first one to do it in WCW.
Yeah.
That I remember, yeah.
I remember him like, you're falling very gracefully, but...
You're not flying, you're falling with style.
And I mean, Sean had a way more impressive swanton than you had that.
Yeah.
That man was 6'5", 250.
Word.
Kind of like Wardlow now.
They made Yokozuna Japanese. I mean, that's true. But they fooled me, though. As a kid, I thought he was. Because all he said was bonsai. If he talked, then he was like, nah, there's no way this Samoan's Japanese.
He said the word bonsai. Bonsai is Japanese. Yep. That's all you know as a kid. Bonsai is Japanese.
Yeah,
what does it mean? It means bonsai means he gonna sit on you. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Gonna cave in your chest.
No, that's it. He's gonna sit on you. And then probably throw a fart because he's fat. Got gas.
Yo, Randy, you want to know a little fucking secret? The Red Rooster was originally supposed to be Mr. Perfect.
Oh man,
He was
that's so true.
Tim Taylor. Taylor. I
Yeah.
forgot his fucking. He was supposed to be the original Mr. Perfect, and then they found Kurt Hennig. And it's like, all right, we're gonna give it to him. You be the Red Rooster. Terry Taylor. That's it. There you go. That's
Yeah, that sucks for that dude.
yeah.
Word. What's coming up though? Is there anything else coming up? That's it. We're less than a
SummerSlam.
month away. We're less than a month away from SummerSlam.
Yeah.
That's it.
SummerSlam is the
So-
30th. It's like 2-3 weeks away.
Yeah, no, that's what I
Yeah.
said. It's less than 30 days. Let's see what builds up because I don't see anything building up right now.
The only
It's
thing
more-
I see for SummerSlam is Cena preventing or ruining Austin Theory's cash-in. Because I think they might
Nah.
build that up for Mania. Austin Theory versus Cena.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think Cena wants to. I don't think Cena wants to leave Hollywood right now. It's a highly unlikely that Cena will be there for SummerSlam.
I don't think he's gonna wrestle. I think he's gonna pop up and prevent him from doing it. Because he's still talking shit about Cena. And I think they're gonna build that up for Mania. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Cena's gonna pull he's never gonna be there, but Austin Theory's always gonna challenge him. It's gonna be like the Miz all over again, where the Miz was like 18-0 against Cena because he never showed up.
Yeah, that would basically be it. Meh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens on Dynamite. That's better.
Yeah. And Rampage.
And Rampage. Tomorrow night is Rampage.
So when is Death Before Dishonor? I think that's also coming up.
The 23rd.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And then they have Fight Fest next week.
Yes. On Dynamite. Fight Fest,
Yep.
I think. That was the triple threat tag team match. The Bucks,
Correct.
Swerves, and Team Taz.
Correct. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be really good. So let's see what happens. Cool.
And on that note, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and giving us all those questions and shit.
Like,
Peace.
comment.